22. Build it up to break it. Halfway through. Am I alive? Am I alive? Am I alive? I believe so. Entschuldigung. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Live on YT. Double exclamation mark. Bigfoot, hello. How are you doing? How on earth are you doing? Hopefully well. Hopefully well indeed. We're gonna switch over to this share screen. Give me a second. I'm just making sure the people on Instagram know that I am indeed currently live on YouTube. Join say got school tomorrow at 1 AM. Okay, good stuff. What's that? Mate, go to sleep. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay. Okay. I shouldn't be muted. I feel like your volume is just down. There's no way I'm muted right now. There's just simply no way. I can see my audio spiking. Or I'm muttered. That might actually be what you meant. How are you doing, John? Cheers, eccentric Sunzu. Right. Let's get moving. How am I? I'm doing fantastic, mate. I'm doing fantastic because I'm looking to... I've just played E4. How could I not be? How on earth could I not be? Excuse me. Flipping, we got Marshall in the chat. Has this guy aborted the game or is he going to abort the game? What's going on here? What a pleasure it is, Marshy. There's no way. Dobro veče, Stefan. How are you doing? We got the Serbians in the chat. We got the Canadians in the chat. We got the Yanks in the chat. We got the, I'm going to say Romanian. Sava, you Romanian? I keep forgetting. Forgive me. Couldn't hear the cough. Yeah, no, well, listen, that's because I muted tactically for the cough. I think you are aware of this. Okay, opponent just scared. Cowering, frankly, in the face of a... in the face of wheelchair chess playing E4. Embarrassing stuff. Let's move it on. For the last couple of times I've been able to tune in and played Rapid. Yeah, I mean, the other stream I played Rapid against a blatant cheater and that kind of overtook the whole stream. Now, we're going to be playing Rapid, hopefully, to gain some elo. I'm looking to... I want 2200 chess.com ring, I think. I think that's what I'm looking for right now. Can I get that tonight? I mean, the thumbnail indicates that I'm reaching for it. Mark, how are you doing, my friend? What is that? 68 elo. So, if I get 9 straight wins... This should be a little dodgy, right? All I need is 9 straight vids, excuse me, 9 straight wins as I read the bold vid. It was great. Thank you, Marshall. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Indeed. Had you laughing? Good stuff. I'm glad. Right. All I need is 9 straight wins to reach 2200 tonight. Excuse me. Tonight. Now, let's say the average 10-minute game lasts like 15 minutes. You know, you'd assume, right? You'd assume it's not the full 20. So you cough but didn't hear it. Listen, mate, I'm trying to mute for the cough. You felt robbed. You want to hear me cough? That's what's going on here, is it? Well, what the hell? We win Connect 4 anyway. We win Connect 4 immediately. Our opponent burns this tempo. We're going to go here, and of course here. That is a risky pre-move, but not that risky, honestly. And then we get to castle. And honestly, it's looking like A5, A4. I'm thinking, what, 15 minutes times 9? That's 2 hours 15. 2 hours 15? Just straight wins? 2200's inbound. Don't even worry about it. A5. A5, A5. It's rapid chess. Rapid's easy. I've got so long to think. So long to think. Just make good moves from the start of the game, and I'm going to be fine. That's the mission today. I'm going to go for this. And I might even play A3 if you leave the bishop here. Or rather, leave the rook here, sorry. If you move the rook, playing A3, the bishop can maybe go back and stay on the diagonal. However, you know what? Here, get your bishop off this, or you can take my knight, but then just give me the unrivaled dark square bishop. If you play bishop c1, I'm probably sacking a knight. So yeah, of course this, and now you're going to bring the rook somewhere, of course. And listen, we just own this diagonal. I've got the dark square bishop. I should be better here, you'd imagine. Now, probably a pawn break's a good idea, because how the hell am I going to use any of my pieces? If here you can just play like f3 maybe. Slightly frustratingly. So I think I will go for e6. An appropriately timed pawn break here is going to be, of course, very useful to get just some kind of open file maybe. Hold on, now I can set this up though. You don't have the immediate f3. And I'm thinking if we just trade a couple pieces, again, I should be living life lavish. Now this is pinned, so why the hell not just mount pressure here? Mount pressure on the pin piece, put pressure on the pin piece, PP on the PP, as Gotham Chess once so wisely said. I feel like grabbing this makes some sense. Right? I don't know. Maybe I'll start with knight here. I think. Seems like a reasonable idea. I mean, I'm just now getting some development. Like, opening this e-file was probably a great idea because I've got the ability to actually use some of my pieces here. So, I don't know. I'm feeling good. We're off to a good start. This pawn chain is fantastic. It's very difficult for you to, attack the base of it. Okay, we're grabbing this happily grabbing this. I kind of intended to anyway. And now maybe I slap the bishop here. Maybe I come all the way back, or just chill right here on g7. I'm not quite sure. I need to move my knight, and I need to probably look to like stack the rook somehow. Question is, does this make any sense? I don't think you should sack, but it's maybe possible. I think I prefer just chilling with the bishop here. Again, my ownership of this diagonal is second to none. Second to none, I tell you. Absolutely second to none. Guys, if you don't mind, slap. Is that one like on the stream with 27 viewers? Excuse me. Excuse me. One singular like on the stream with 27. Can we please, if you don't mind, smash a like for the Connect 4 pawn chain. Let the YouTube algorithm know that you appreciate this Connect 4 pawn chain. Right. I want to try and make some progress towards here. Yeah, come on now, Marshall. I was going to say, we got Marshall and Mark in the chat. One of you hasn't liked it. You're like Luke, GOAT. Absolute GOAT. Stefan, what are you doing? John, what are you doing? Marshall, come on now. Mark, come on now. We can't have the moderators not liking the stream. Bigfoot, Sava, Sebastian, good stuff. To be fair, liking the stream, I don't actually know whether it does... Whoa, okay there, John. Okay, I see what you're saying there. I'll have to deliver. I'll have to deliver. John with the number one in the... Arago, hello, how are you doing? Number one in the chat. Number one in the chat right now. As the French say, presumably. I might try and come in here. And I might genuinely just try and... Again, like, I don't have exactly a very smooth center to play through. Did we smash like 10 or so? 9! We did smash 10 also. The also doing some heavy lifting. I feel good. I definitely feel good. I can maybe hop in here. I quite like hopping in here. I'm assuming you might play this at some point. I want to start dancing on these dark squares though. F5 might be slightly worrying. Yeah, I'm going to go for this. We're threatening the major fork, so presumably... I don't know, actually. Do you want to take? Because your knight really sucks right now. Excuse me. I might put my sunglasses on. This is feeling all a little bright. We might have to go into the Dr. Disrespect glasses. Although I don't want to associate with that geezer because I've been since made aware that he's a bit of a criminal. Ostensibly. Allegedly. You know? Okay. My eyes are feeling all sorts of relaxed now. Here we go. Now, these aren't prescriptions, so I'm probably going to get told off. But, you know, that's alright. Feel good. Every time I read the words feel good, I immediately hear the feel good riff. You know, the Gorillaz classic. Can you guys see my... Whoa. Bang. Bang. Kind of seems like a no-brainer to me. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe my rook's just kicked out of there. But I kind of want to stay on this file. Do I want to do this? Takes here. I want to infiltrate, you know? Good anti-cheating. Yeah, you can tell I'm not cheating. You can see my full screen here. It's got the board in the middle, the chat on the left, or on the right, so it's laterally averted, and then my OBS here. You can tell I don't have Stockfish open in another browser, and you can see my bright light that's shining in my face. Excuse me. Is this interesting? No, because they can at least do this. They don't have to take the rook, and even if they did, what the hell? Right. Rook e7. Let's stay here. My bishop should be fantastic. This is admittedly slightly scary. The control here should be awesome. I just need to get stuff on the e-file, I think. Hello, Alien Gambit Time. How the hell are you doing? Marshall, are you here for a while this evening? What a pleasant surprise. I feel like recently you've been hopping in and saying that you're only just stopping by to say hello. Hello, Musulme. Probably really butchered that, my bad. My bad. I'm gonna call you Moose. Hopefully that's okay. I don't know, I've got a nice time advantage. That's a little annoying, I guess. I kinda just want to play the endgame, honestly. I'm gonna go here and try and stack. I'm gonna try and stack, and you actually am working slow down, slightly more available. Hell yeah. What do you actually do for work, dude? Out of interest. I believe you've told me this before. Man, this guy is lame, but I will at least get the e-file. Just desperate to trade everything here. When you saying you were like chopping down trees or something, or was that just for leisure? Was that just for pleasure? Very possibly. You hit 2100 bullet. Good stuff, Alien Gambit Time. Nice, man. Well done. Well done, well done. I'm just gonna go chill over here. Carry on being just dominant and chilling in my bishop's domain. At the very least, I don't think I can be worse. I've got the bishop. Again, if I can infiltrate somehow and start to like win this pawn, maybe. I don't really see how that actually happens, to be honest. Most unfortunately. Maybe h5. Takes. Am I just opening myself up? Probably. Okay. Hello, Catch22. How are you doing, mate? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well indeed. Let's just do a bit of this, maybe. I don't really know what's going on. I kind of just want to keep half an eye on potential infiltration, and if you move the knight, maybe we slide in here. Start trying to do something. Also, a bit of this looks possible. You got some great news. Fantastic. What is the news? Would you mind sharing it with the Will Taylor Chess subscriber base? The Gambit glasses on. I don't know if these are the Gambit glasses. I haven't coined them. I believe that's... Oh, damn, I forgot the guy's name. My bad. I'm sorry. But he's awesome at chess. And I rate his shorts when I see them. I believe that's someone else's thing, though. I do not wish to co-opt it. And I mean no disrespect by the vice president of your chess club. Hell yeah, Catch22. Nice, dude. Vice president of the chess club. Easy money. Easy. Yes, William Grafe, exactly. Sorry. How can I forget my namesake like this? Right. I guess I'm playing f5 just because I kind of don't really know what to do. That feels like a bad reason to play f5. Maybe I could have just waited him out there. You know, hopefully you move the knight and then I can start trying to do something. I just need a way of infiltrating, man. I just need a way of infiltrating. Maybe they close this down. Maybe I can't infiltrate. But then there's something that feels good about that. This feels like a fixed backwards pawn. This feels like on a dark square as well. Maybe I move the king and somehow reroute and... Well, there's like an h6 maybe. Okay, they do take. Now, are they going to give the check? Or they come in with the knight? Okay. I really just trusted that if they move the knight, I could play this and be okay, but I might just be lying. Well, let's dodge the path of this knight. f5 might have been a little rash. f5 might have been indeed a little rash, but I do have king f6 in the end probably, or maybe king here to prevent a check. I don't know. And it's not completely obvious if you want to walk this way. Maybe it is. Okay. Now I go bishop here, maybe? let you take this and lose my rook. Fantastic. If I go here and you go check and I go here, you don't have a follow-up check, so I just win tempo there. So I don't think there's any point in going for the check. So I guess stepping to here makes some sense. Now, if you do this, maybe I should be worried about rook e6 as an idea. But I was thinking this, bang. But maybe you just play knight here and I don't have an infiltration. That would be heartbreaking. And then if they just get in here, rook here, bishop here, knight here. I could at least play rook here. Takes, king here, check. Come on, man. Okay. We can see the edge in the reflection of your glass. Damn it. How could you zoom in this far? I need to lower the camera quality here. Yeah, I'm definitely a little worried about this. Bishop here. Because this is really scary and annoying. There's no, like, you know, genius sacrifice where I just promote in the end. You could imagine that kind of thing happening if, I guess, the rook wasn't on the board. Yep, brilliant. Now here, if you start with check, I go here, and then if you take, I go check and win this, and then promote. I think I'm winning. If here and you just play this, though, that's my concern. Because then I don't have the infiltrating check. And if I do this to prevent your infiltration... Oh, wait, maybe I can win this. Maybe this counterplay. I think I at least have to start with this. We can see you playing Clash Royale. Dude, I actually crushed like 3 games of Clash Royale just before I started this stream. And I think I won them all. Maybe even 4. Maybe even 4. This feels... I guess they got the check first. But I'm just going to go back. You don't have a follow-up check. If you take this, I'm going here, and I'm just closer to promotion, I think. That feels right. Again, you're 1, 2, 3 away, and I would seem to be 1, 2 away. Maybe you've got the tempo. I just don't quite believe this. Maybe you just play knight takes here. But then again, surely this is happening. I've just been of the constant belief this game that if this pawn falls, I just win, because I control the queening square. Oh, really? Maybe I'm mated. That'd be pretty upsetting. I'm going check. I'm winning this pawn. Whatever. I go here. You go check. I go here. I might even get mated, man. Well, we got 3 moves to make a new queen. They might tear me open here. They might, in fact, tear me open here. But we control where the rook can go back. And I think I should be winning as long as I'm not mated, which you'd hope I'm not mated, right? You know? I'm going to go here. If you go check, I can go here. No, I can't. Excuse me. I can go here, I guess. We're forced away from this pawn, but you've got to move the knight and then the pawn 3 times. And I feel like I just got to move my rook. I've just got to move my rook and then 1, 2, and this is protected. So, I don't know, I'm tempted to believe also my 2-minute time advantage would indicate that this should be good. It's my 1 legal move. I will play it. Man, are you really going for a draw by repetition here? There's no way, right? Dude, how close to mate is that? Jesus. Here, check. I can just take this. Yeah, sure. Okay, I mean, go for this. I can come here. Unless you try and get clever and weave a mating there. Hold on, that looks slow. That's not you promoting this pawn. Whoa, chess.com in the chat. How you doing, chess.com? T-Dog. I'm going to call you T-Dog, just in case you don't want to be doxed. Thank you so much for giving... I'm assuming this is the same admin. Thank you for giving my girlfriend a month of membership. She's gained, I think, like 30 elo today off the back of this. You're a legend, mate. I appreciate you. That was very cool. That was very, very cool indeed. Okay. Hold on. Excuse me. What am I doing here? I think I should get behind this pawn, because at the worst case, like, I can just sack, right? But then I do actually blunder a fork. But then I go here. Lock back in. My bad, dude. My bad. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should just do this. No. Well, these aren't moves. I guess I could get behind here. This seems like a decent idea, right? Because now your rook's kind of tied to this. I mean, again, it's 1-2. This is all I got to do. Oh, yeah, true. This is, I need to add a Will Say the Chess variation. How do I go about that, chess.com? It's a deep line in the Zaitsev system. And I want to coin it, the Taylor variation. And I need to work out how to go about that. Maybe I just need sufficiently more clout, or significantly rather, sorry, more clout. Maybe I need to reach witty alien levels of clout before I can possibly dream of this. Am I getting mated? Sincerely hope not. There doesn't seem to be a follow-up check, because both of these knight checks are held. There is that move, but... Again, you don't have these checks, and you can take this, but surely... Do I go check here? You just approach, though. Why wouldn't I just push the pawn? Just push the pawn, right? You've got to imagine, I mean, it's a passed pawn, and I'm going to promote next. Here, you still don't have a check, right? I feel like this is kind of a no-brainer, unless I'm really missing something obvious. I could be missing something obvious. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm fairly certain that this is just inbound. And as I said, if I can infiltrate and win this pawn, you've got to be oh so careful of this promoting. And I'm gonna promote, and I control this square. And if you go here, then I just promote, you know? And you don't seem to have a check. This is nice and held. So I'd imagine we either see resignation or just a rage quit flag here. And we go 1-0 in this stream. When are we getting early morning chess with WTC? Good question, Yellow. Good question indeed. That may never happen. That may, in fact, never happen. Wow, the voice breaks are coming thick and fast right now. Excuse me. Interesting. Just gonna bring this back here, bit of stability. I think honestly this is still really interesting. But I am just gonna flag them. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh, they could have done this actually, I guess. But yeah, they do just get flagged here. Most unfortunate indeed. Most unfortunate indeed. Honestly though, tenacious gameplay from my opponent. This game was actually incredibly complicated. I know, man, what the hell? I kind of stumbled into something deep there. I think I played it all right. Yeah, okay, hold on. We need to switch it up. Oh, do you know what I need to do actually? I've been meaning to do this for a while and I should probably have done it off stream, but you know what? You're gonna witness the miracle of me working out how to use OBS live on stream. How do I do this? Add window capture. Game review. Earned my like. Cheers, John. Appreciate you. Everyone smash a like on the stream, please. Thank you very much. And then if I do this window here. Okay, hold on. High quality stream right now. Oh no, that's terrible. What am I doing? Hold on. My bad, guys. My bad. I have to whip the glasses off here. Okay. I really should have done this off stream. This is pro streamer stuff right here. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. And don't even worry about it. Okay. And then that goes all the way to there. Gorgeous. And now if I just make this a little smaller and slap it, I guess... I mean, I guess that looks pretty good, right? Huh. Excuse me. Let me don the glasses once more. Actually, no, that does not look good at all. What am I doing? I need to do this. And then just come over here. There we go. Now I can toggle this on and off. You see, I'm actually a genius, and this is what you guys need to realize. Look, I can just whack that on. So just while we game review, of course, and then I can toggle it back off so as not to obscure the stream unnecessarily. But yeah, I mean, this is B4 obviously punishing. I played this very well. A5, A4, interesting idea. Built a very decent advantage, and then apparently the pawn break's not ideal, but I don't mind it. Again, here, very, very decent, very, very... Right, here I had a very good position. I think, yeah, prioritizing stacking, maybe? if you play like a, I don't know, apparently G3, what the hell? What's my move? Queen F8 to then go in here. Wow, that looks interesting. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Maybe the other way around. Yeah, but I don't want to move the board because the board's where the board is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to toggle this on and off, rather. Sorry. And then yeah, I kind of traded down a bit too much. Didn't make the use of the E file that I had, and then I just desperately tried to squeeze my way in. We went for the check. This actually a missed win. I had what? And if I'd gone here, what's the difference? But I can just take this in this case. Oh, because I guess here after this, here I lose my... Okay, fine. That makes sense. Go back though, great move. Give the check, take this, and then it's going to be very hard for them to stop me just walking this pawn down. Where was that mistake? Knight here, yeah, they need to get behind the pawn. Although, if they got behind the pawn, I'd have still been able to push. And then apparently check. If I go up here, they can go here and they're through. Oh, wow, this gets very, very complicated. Very complicated indeed. Indeed. By the way, can you guys hear the lo-fi beats? But yeah, then they made the mistake. We made the queen, and of course they were gonna like just capitulate and flag here once I won the piece. But still very interesting with the passed pawns. Complicated game, but we emerged victorious. Right, let's go again. We're 1-0 right now. We are 1-0 indeed. And it feels good to be 1-0. Absolutely delicious. Wait. I need to pay more attention rather than chugging water. I was very thirsty. I got back from jiu-jitsu earlier and I'm now... I pounded my electrolytes, but it was not satiating as I was expecting. Have I tried the Von Popio? No, but I probably should because I don't actually love this line. I don't really know what I'm doing in it. I think I have a slightly worse position pretty much every time. So, you know, I probably should try the Von Popio. That's with Bishop G5, right? It's with a nice quick Bishop G5. I'll definitely look into it. I just need to find the time. At the moment, excuse me. I've just been making my Blumenfeld study go extremely deep. Here, hold on. Here, you can take back like this. What do I think about that? Excuse me. Maybe then there's Bishop C5. I like this. Just because, of course, you can't take because of the pin and we're threatening knights. Like this, prima facie. You know what I mean? At first glance, this looks good. The only problem is the intermezzo of Bishop C3. You know what? I'm going to go for this anyway. If Bishop C3, worst case, I take this and you recapture. And it's just a trade. But it's a trade that seems to open stuff up in a way that maybe I benefit from with the open D file and at least temporarily this pin here. I'm not sure. There's also the opportunity maybe just to recapture and say, look, dude, your knight is hanging. But then I guess you'd have like knight here. Do I want this? Am I just going to end up in a lot of trouble long term with my terrible pawns? Possibly. I think I'm going to grab this. It's going to be annoying if the engine wanted me to do this and then just survive and play with the more active position. Maybe, but I just knight e4, getting the initiative on this and held by the bishop, didn't end up convincing me. So I've kind of got to move here to try and make the most of whatever's going on. Although actually, Jesus, why have I done this? I very much misevaluated this position in my head. This looks terrible for me. What? I mean, my rook's excellent. I guess I've got to go for some kind of tactical idea like Bishop C5, stop you castling. These are nasty. Bishop B5, C6 is forced, I guess. Is there any benefit to that? Presumably not. I think I am going Bishop C5. I want to stop you from castling immediately. The second you castle, you're very, very safe. I don't know. Whoa, hold on. But my idea was... This looks terrible. Well, that is a rubbish move. B6? Don't I have bishop here now? I lose my bishop and then... I might just lose too much material there. I might lose 2 bishops and a rook. Although I get the knight and the queen, so that's probably better for me. Okay, this is one candidate move. Bishop b5, probably I'm actually doing well there. I should consider, however, of course, just a simple, like, rook e1. I guess you'd have this if rook e1. The problem with queen, let's say e3, is that you just block like this. And maybe I take, but then queen takes, and then my queen's loose. If queen takes here, and then bishop b5, I've unpinned. Okay, bishop b5 is definitely a move. Queen e3. If knight here... Wait, knight here, I just do this. Sorry, excuse me. Rook e1. Knight here, let's say. Bishop b5, then? Would that just win on the spot? That would really, really win on the spot, actually. c6, I just take... Queen takes is forced. So check, you cannot go knight here. Check bishop here is the only other move that doesn't obviously lose. And then I'm wondering maybe... is bishop there just a move? Check bishop here. Bishop here and then... I don't know. That could be good. That could be good. Right, 9, 8, and 8, 9. I've already established the bishop b5 wins. Also, don't tell me that when I'm playing a rated game, please. Not helpful. But I've said this. We do not welcome these bits of information when I'm playing rated games. I'm aware this wins. I'm trying to look for something better. Rook e1, bishop here, then excuse me, then bishop b5 could be really interesting. Because if takes, I go check. Then here. No, I think I will just go for bishop b5, I guess. Because here, I don't see the immediate. Yeah, we'll just go for this. I mean, b6 is definitely a mistake. They should have probably gone for like a quick bishop e7 or something. Okay, so we've got bishop b5 wins. Thank you for ever and alien gambit time. Just evening out the playing field there. Letting us know that bishop b5 loses and draws. You know, it's something of an I am Spartacus. Bishop b5 is forced. Good stuff, chat. You've got to drown out the cheating, in this noise. Right, rook takes. I find immediately compelling. I don't know. I mean, it's going to transpose into the same position anyway, you'd assume. Unless I can give like an intermezzo check that makes sense. King d2 is best. Yeah, sorry, I missed that. Thanks for letting me know, though. How many? I have 3 queen checks. Bishop b5 makes the opponent. I might have had queen d2, actually. That's a good point. I didn't even think about this, to be completely honest. But in my opinion, they can just castle out of this. So then, like, what? Do you know what I mean? I just win the piece back, but I've already given up the piece. So, like, I want my queen here. I was thinking of follow-ups, like here. If you move the king and I take, you're still compelled to take is the thing. So then is there a position that I want my queen in? You know, where would I want my queen? Here or... Thank you, Justin. Appreciate that, man. Excuse me. I'm not really sure any of these necessarily improve the queen. Or, like, obviously. If I could access this, maybe it would be kind of cool, but I can't. Maybe going queen e2 to then go takes, queen b5, queen b7 ideas. Like, that feels like I'm doing the right kind of infiltrating. I think I'll start with the check. The queen's pinned. We can cash another queen in a second. It's going to be directly equal material numerically, I think. Classic rule taking a full minute to take a free queen. Mate, we're not taking that free queen. We're giving a little intermezzo queen e2, such that after takes, I can play queen b5 was my idea. But now I'm thinking maybe this, because you've brought your bishop back here. I liked queen b5 when I first considered it. Just because c6 we go check, and that looks problematic, because you can't go to the back rank, so you've got to come up. So c6 isn't really a move. Going to the back rank also feels vaguely problematic. straight away. You disconnect the rooks. I do like this check. Because if you get time to do this, like let's say I go knight here and you play this, and you can start tucking in behind. I think I'm gonna go for this check. I like the idea. I'm gonna honor my past self, my decision of playing queen e2 to give queen b5. I think there's an argument there that is slightly better. They do go back, but now, again, the rooks are disconnected. We slice this diagonal. The bishop's kind of disconnected from the game, honestly. You could come back in here, which looks kind of annoying, but what if I go here? Tap on the rook. Really pin down this. So here, rook g8, then we do this, and your bishop just has no moves. And then we're going to play rook here. I think I start with this. This feels right. I don't know. The queen e2 to get on the light squares to then infiltrate like this on a light squares. Didn't think about that. Okay, that feels a bit scary, but I'm fine, I think. Because now you don't have bishop d6 whenever I come in with this check. And I'm going to be able to play this with check. I mean, sorry, with tempo, excuse me. And I have check. Hold on, this was a terrible move. I just have check straight away, I think. Excuse me. Bang. Yes, please. And I think that's some very mature play. If queen e2 and all that shenanigans was actually best, I'm going to be very happy about that. Because now when I do this, I should just be up a full bishop here, and you should be imminently dead. You cannot bring the rook out. The queen slices here anyway. King d7 might genuinely be worth a try, but... Okay. I'm just going to go... Honestly, why the hell not take this and keep cutting this diagonal? And we're up 4 points of material. Knight f3, and this is inbound. I should have plenty of time. I do believe. Magically refilled the bottle, by the way. Hell yeah. They go for a little bit of hope chess. You got to respect it. Just knight f3. Let this be defended, I think. Let this be defended. They're going to hang their bishop, their other bishop now. Surgical indeed. Come on now. Apparently I had some misses there. What on earth? I think that was a pretty good game. 92.7. Oh, hold on. Excuse me. No spoilers. 92.7. Whoa. 2500. Honestly, not bad for me. Not bad stuff at all. We get to this book position. Obviously, I just wasn't paying any attention and should have taken on b7. But I begin analyzing the game from here. h3, g4, bishop e3. Queenside castles. Taking this inaccurate. Taking this... They got to this position where, again, it's zeros. They've got a good position. It's equal material. But what I'm trying to do is come up with something practical that's going to force them to, you know, I don't know, yeah, like, there's not castle immediately and potentially, rather, sorry, make a mistake. And I believe, yeah, this is a great move. Was there anything else? What was I considering? Rook, check. Oh, queen e1 first apparently would have been better. Why? Bishop hit. Wait, what? Why is queen e1 getting a good when it's evaluation? Okay, I don't know. The engine probably just needs to think for a minute. I guess I have knight f3 and then if f6, then bishop b5. Yeah, sure. I could have just put more pressure on immediately. Bishop b5 straight away, though, looks obviously pretty damn good. Good evening, Mr. Human. Wish you could like the stream twice. Don't even worry about it, John. Your patronhood does more than like the stream. Then, oh, come on now. This is some serious mastery of the game right here. Looking for the intermezzo, thinking, look, I don't want to take this queen. I'm going to play the very slightly better queen e2 to then be able to take. Okay, and knight f3 is slightly better, but queen b5, queen c6. I'm really happy with that idea. I think queen e2 and coming in here, I think that was actually, you know, in a position where actually I could have just sort of grabbed the queen and then developed the knight and then kind of, okay, I guess I've probably been able to take this and still been fine, but it does feel like the kind of position where maybe I could let it all, you know, become a bit held, etc. Obviously, objectively, stuff's looking good, but materially speaking, I actually have no numerical advantage. And so actually coming in here with these ideas, being restrictive, and then being clinical, picking this up, bringing the knight, picking it, like that felt pretty clinical. That felt like good chess. That felt like good chess indeed. I think we're going again. We're 2-0 right now. We're 2-0 right now. Let's go. Let's keep it moving. 21-45. Yes, please. We're going to go for knight to f6. A nice modern Scandinavian. Please accept. Oh, baby. I win this every single day. Please, go on. You know you want to just develop a knight. It's a natural move. It's a natural move. You know? You know... Okay, fair. They do play the best move. This would have been a mistake. D3, actually. We play E4 here. And this is a line that I've been really working on quite a lot recently. There's a queen trick. That's wrong. That has to be wrong. Hold on. Didn't I see this? I think I've... Oh, hold on. Excuse me. The game review. Fix overlay. My bad. My bad. My bad. Good point. Game review tab. Thank you. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Ever. Thank you, Yellow. I've seen this before. I don't know if I saw it in a video or in a stream or offline just playing. But I've seen this and I'm convinced it's bad. I think I tried to get a little clever and punish it with bishop g4. I think this was in a video. And I think that had some kind of plus 1.6 evaluation, something like this. But I think actually the far more mature idea is just to go here and then play like bishop b4 check at some point. In fact, is bishop b4 check immediately the right idea? I remember analyzing this but not fully understanding it. I think just bishop f5 immediately. If I've remembered this correctly, I'm going to be very happy because this is... I believe... Oh, you know what? Bishop b4 to then be able to castle quickly to then re-threaten this. I've definitely played... Yeah, okay, I must have done this in a video. It must have been a semi-recent video because it's very fresh in my mind. Which video was it? I'm not going to click on the video. I'm just wondering which one it was. I was playing white. I was playing black in that game. I don't think it was that. That was a Portuguese... Was it this? It was this. It was precisely this. You see the position there, the position that flashes up. I went for bishop g4, and I believe in that game it wasn't great. Now, they moved the knight here. Okay, I know... Do you know what? This is interesting, because this is basically a puzzle. Like, I know I have, at the very least, like a -3 advantage. So, do you know what I mean? Let me convert on that. How is this not going to be the move? I control all of these squares. If you go here, I just win your queen. Knight here forces queen here or queen here. So, I mean, this is a no-brainer. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. We might, in fact, be learning. We may, in fact, be learning. The queen coming to e2 is seldom a good idea because there's always just going to be this. Now, the question becomes... Excuse me. What on earth do I do about this? I definitely have a better position. Bishop b4... Just bishop d2, though. Takes. That could legitimately be really strong. Because if I take here straight away... I don't know, there's just pawn takes, right? But if I go bishop check, knight c3 and we're pinning the knight and I don't mind. And I can maybe castle quick and bring a rook and try and tear this open and get at this. Bishop here, bishop d2. If I take... And you take my bishop, do I have check? I think so, right? King here by force? Then... I actually don't know if I'm doing better there. Here? I mean, I know I must be better. This is just a bit difficult to navigate. Do I in fact have just bishop g4? Hold the phone. Queen here's a little annoying, I guess. But I can always come back. And then when you move the queen again, straight back to here, I get to move without this being hanging. That could be an interesting idea. And if I go here immediately, that just seems like I'm setting up ideas of queen a4 eventually. Damn, I don't know how to navigate this. Here, check. Bishop d7. I don't really want to trade queens there. Excuse me. Don't really want to trade queens there, of course. So bishop d7. Queen back here, I think, is pretty much forced. Then, check. Bishop d2. Takes. Oh man, I don't know. This is stressing me out because I know I have an excellent position and I don't know how to proceed. This feels reasonable. Letting you take this? I don't know. Right, I'm starting with bishop check. I mean, there's something very compelling about just getting every single minor piece out and just doing something vaguely interesting. Also being able to castle. And we can do this with some tempo insofar as at least it's a check. Now, again, I'm not forcing you to play a wildly uncomfortable move here. Like, bishop here does make a lot of sense. But, I don't know. This might be interesting. Because if you go here, then I win your queen. And if you take this, then I go check, king here by force. And at the very least... No, because then I take here and you do this? The hell's going on, man? Do I just need to take? I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable. Here. Excuse me. Flipping out, can't draw arrows. Check, here. Feels like there's too much hanging there. It feels like there's too much hanging there. Oh, babe. I think people are just too locked in on the game right now. This is indeed an entertaining game. Castles takes... Yeah, maybe I just don't know how to play chess. Okay, I think I'm just going to get rid of this. I want to keep the tempo. This is maybe terrible. I'm really, really interested to analyze this. I don't feel as though... You know, I feel as though I learned from a past mistake. Hold on, now I have this though, right? Do I not? Yes. Okay. Now, maybe they should have taken with the queen there. Because then it doesn't seem as obvious as to how to proceed. I don't know. I don't know. But this, and I mean, you should be looking right now at getting your face smashed in with knight c2. No legal moves except for him to give your queen up. You do this, I still have this, and I get the 2 pieces for the queen. I can castle and play a quick rook e1. This embedded in here kills the bishop. If you ever play this, you're probably going to get hit with some kind of idea in here at some point, maybe, you'd imagine. Or just some kind of check immediately. Like, this is... I don't even know what you play here, because... You could go check, I guess. But do I just play king f8, possibly? No, if check, I guess maybe we just go... Well, bishop d7 would be kind of interesting. Because you can't go here with the queen, nor here. So you go queen a5 or something, and I go check, and you go king across there. I at least get a rook, and it doesn't feel like you have much of a follow-up. So I do think this threat is major. And you can't even really sack to prevent it, because then I'm just cutting this diagonal. I don't know. Yes, oh, let's go, Severi. What fantastic news. That outburst was slightly garbled, because I'm tired and using all my brain to play apparently genius chess. But won your first Albinoni, good stuff. It's going fantastically for me. Look at my position, mate. Take a little glance. Take a little glance at the position, you know? I mean, wow. Fair enough. Yeah, they decided to get the 2 pieces and maybe some more compensation for the price, of course, of their queen. Now, this isn't... Again, it's like, it's not an exchange that wins the game completely. But also, I get the tempo on the knight now. I then maybe give another check with a follow-up and stack here. And am I playing Explain the Candidates? Yes. Yeah, next year, mate. Next year. I'm excited. I don't have this check immediately. I do have this check, I guess. I kind of wanted to put a rook there, though. This check, you of course play the... I guess you could play knight e3. Fair. Fair. Do I then go here? Hell yeah, I'm glad. Thank you. Oishin? Oishine? Washin? Roshin? There's an Irish name, Roshin. I don't know. How am I pronouncing this? Can you give me a clue, please? Queen here, bishop here, presumably. If the knight goes back... I'm just thinking if here, queen here, your knight's tickled. Oishine. Is it a... Oishine? What a beautiful name. Is this a... Is it Irish in origin? Maybe not. Maybe I'm just thinking of Roshin for some reason. I seem to be stuck on Roshin mentally. Japanese. God damn. Oh yeah, to be fair, that actually does sound quite Japanese. Queen here. Queen here. Hold on, sorry, I'm not focused now. Well, I want to like go in and take this pawn basically. I also quite like Queen a5. Ooh, Queen a5 looks good because we pin the knight here and we attack this knight as well, and then maybe Rook e8's inbound. Famously similar culture. Shut up. I think I am going to go for queen a5, actually. I like this a lot. We create a nice pin, and we do this. And it seems like we're doing good stuff. Because actually, hold on. We could... Oh, my lord, rook d8 very quickly. And you can't bring the rook because the pawn holds. This pawn could be a bastard of a thorn in your side. It really could indeed. It really could indeed. Yellow is streaming queen a5. Oh, good. Okay. Looks like I found your move and hopefully relieved that tension that you were experiencing. Did I attend the UK protests? I did not. I did not attend the UK protests. No. No, no, no. I'm not very politically active, which is maybe shameful, but I don't know. I haven't got to the age yet where I feel that guilt. I'm too young and immature and naive, and all I do is play chess and contribute nothing except the best entertainment you could possibly find on YouTube to society. So actually, guess I'm the greatest of all time. Yeah, this is nuts, right? This is actually a fantastic move. Setting up this pin. A rook e8, a rook d8. Like, both of these are threatened. Will you wear wigs? Listen, I'm not Elijah Wood. Flipping hell, my... It's so bright out here. Out here in the real world. Ah, question, not a statement. I like it. Oh my god, dude, one sec. I'm a little tired. Right, that makes sense, I guess. But also, like, do I just have rook d8? Rook e8, I guess you can move. But then I just take this, right? Hold on. Rook e8, actually, there's queen here, right? I mean, knight here. Jesus, man, I need to maybe go to sleep soon. This might be a short stream. Rook here, you move the bishop, I take the knight. You don't move the bishop, I take the bishop. If rook here and you go king e2, is that a move? Could be a move. That's pretty funny if that's a move. No, because then I can at the very least go takes, pick this up. I think rook d8. I think rook d8. I don't know. This should be... Yeah, and then my plan was just to sack here and then take the knight. Because then I keep the pawn alive as well. I win 2 pieces for the rook. Add to my material advantage. You obviously can't block, so you're compelled to move. And, you know, this feels like up 3 points of material. It does seem to slowly start becoming game over. Now, I don't know if actually trading this is productive. I kind of want to keep this pawn just because it's fun. But, I don't know. I should probably move, right? Maybe taking this makes sense. I think I just want to get my rook into the game. Time is the only real problem I have here. Just bring the rook to here, maybe, and there's maybe b5 inbound. Also, this check. Hold on. This check starts to look pretty compelling, right? Just because maybe I even go here and then I'm just... I don't know, knight d1. I'm trying to hold on to this. What the hell is that? What on earth do you think you're doing here, mate? What do you think you're doing? Knight here? I mean, I'm sure I'm just going to promote this pawn. That's actually... That's the mission right now. Your king's looking a little soft, a little open. This square is going to be held by a knight coming into here. If you do this, I mean, that's going to be a problem. I feel as though resignation really should be inbound, but I guess I don't have much time. So, fair enough. If here they just do this, right? Please make a move. Please make a move. Let's not lose this game. Come on now. Let's not lose this game. Check. Okay. And how am I failing to make a move right now? Here, threatening f5, obviously. Do you want to kick this? Sure. f5, you take, I take, you take. Right, just quick, just speed. The only way I lose this is on time. I'll drive the king here and we get like this or something, so you can't quite unpin very easily because you can't unpin by doing this. You can't unpin by going here or here because of the fork. Wow, you can't do this? Hold on, this is very potent. Very potent indeed. If here, yo, give me that, man. Give me that. Give me that. And I guess give me that. Where are you going? You go here, I take this. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, there we go. There we go, there we go. Thank you very much for your rook. And they may still try to flag me. Of course. You know. Like the dirty scumbag. The dirty scumbag that they seem to be. But you've got to kind of respect it at the end of the day. And at the start of the day. But mostly at the end of the day. Here. 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 Oh! I forgot they had a pawn. No, we're still fine. I'm just flexing on him. I'm just flexing on him right now. That was intentional. That was fully intentional, of course. Let's make another pawn. Oops. I mean, make another pawn. Excuse me. Make another queen. Oh, that's a terrible sequence of moves there. Check. 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 Checkmate. Honestly, that was a little closer than I'd like to admit. That was a little closer than I'd like to admit. I did, in fact, hang my queen. I forgot they had a pawn. I thought I could just sort of night shadow my way along. Otherwise, though, actually, what kind of genius chess am I playing tonight? I seem to be playing some absolutely genius chess. Let's whack on the game review as I fade away to the side here. Opponent wants a rematch. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here after trying to flag me like that. Come on now. Come on now. Dude. Dude. That's not a very deep brilliant, actually. I'm not really flexing that. I don't wish to flex that. Apparently, big mistake here. Hold on. Did I play perfectly? Yeah, this is all perfect. Here, here. Okay, actually learning from my mistakes. Last time in this video, I did go bishop g4, and I said 1.6 or something. Okay, I was completely wrong. Fantastic. But yeah, this best. Found this. Again, okay, engine wants bishop b4. Shut up. Then bishop b4. Then I should go for this. I thought check. Oh, Jesus, on a bike, man. b5. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's... If I'd seen that, if I'd seen b5, I would have played this, no doubt. Because this starts to look extremely, extremely dodgy. Andrew flipping Keller, how the hell are you doing, mate? With 3 wins deep. 3-0 right now. Yeah, so that's the... I mean, I guess that's the future knowledge. I'm still going to go for this if I get the opportunity to. Bishop check. Then, yeah, they messed up here, and obviously from this position I was completely winning. Went for this. Went for queen a5, a disgustingly excellent move. I think that's probably, yeah, significant. Well, not that significantly better than anything else, I guess. But if I go for this check, I don't know. Yeah, you just bring the bishop, and queen a5 is ruthless stuff. That's clinical as hell. Bring this, brilliant move. Pick it up. Honestly, then play like some kind of wizard. Nab this, thanks very much, give me a rook, and then easy money, and we didn't hang a queen in the endgame, so fantastic. Fantastic. We're 3... Oh, let me turn off the game review thing. My bad, my bad, my bad. Queen's almost gold. Legend, Andrew. Legend, 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 mate. Absolute legend. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, yeah, I agree. Oh, my opponent move order tricks me into a French defense. Okay. I'm fine. I can play an advanced French defense. I can play c3. I can play a Paulson, is it? I think it's called a Paulson attack. Yeah, Paulson attack. Sweet. Okay. Now, I think a3, b4 is an interesting idea here. At some point, at least. I'm going to go bishop d3, though. I mean, I'm definitely playing, you know, reasonable moves. 21 months is awesome, Andrew. Thank you so much, man. Then I'm going to get on here and pin this, and I think you've got to go like this before I get in here. Okay, but you have now played e6 and g6, which in general feels ill-advised, merely because this is now just a hole. This is a hole. And I can start exploring that. You know what? h4 straight away. You don't have theory for this. You don't have theory for this at all. There's no way. You can maybe keep doing your queen b6 and your whatever. No one cares. We got Ivan in the chat. How you doing, man? Buenos dias. That's definitely Spanish, I'm pretty sure. God damn it. Queen a5. Exactly, exactly. Good point. Good point, good point. Whoa, we got Cole in the chat. We got Will Taylor chess students in the chat right here. Will loves exploring holes. Absolutely true. Classical French is just hitting resign. Agreed. Queen a5 seems odd though, because I could just do this, and maybe even reroute to hold this, and then bite on here. I could also play knight c3 though. I could also play knight c3. We're not sure. But I am 3-0 right now. I'm in a bit of a flow state, so I should probably just trust my instincts. My instincts tell me this bishop's chilling over here. Although I could guard some tempo, but then here, and I do have to play like a bishop c3, and I want my bishop over here. So you know what? Knight c3. If you do this, put pressure on my pawns, I don't really care for some reason. Maybe because I step back and hold this. I just put my king on f1, push the pawn, open this up, and start messing you around in the dark squares. I feel like, again, I've got this bind here. Maybe I come back and unpin, I don't know. Hello, Cola Exotic, wow. Win equals $10. Dude, Andrew, you know. You're just giving away money here, and I appreciate it. But you know you're giving away money when I'm on a 3-game win streak. I'm 3-0 in this stream, and I'm playing nothing but beautiful chess. Genuinely, I want to give up this pawn. I want to give up this pawn, and I want to say, look, please take it. I'm going to go here. If you do this, I'm going to go rook here, I guess. And then queen a3. Okay. Oh no, I guess you could take on a2. So if I did go knight here, it looks kind of weird, but hear me out. Then knight here. Maybe I'm thinking of a quick knight b5. I was gonna go for a quick knight b5 right now. Hold on, hold the phone. We stop this hanging. We also temporarily defend this, and I'm threatening to hop into the hole on d6 with check. So knight b5, you castle. Maybe, I don't know, because they're gonna play a6. Right, I like knight b5. I like knight b5 because I'm a big fan of this. If you do this, I might even just chop it off and go in for the check. If you castle kingside to stop this from being a check, which I imagine is advisable. Like, this at least temporarily solves my problems, but it's also, yeah, it is very temporary because a6 is coming. But then again, is there like a queen c1 and we go after this pawn maybe? I don't know. I was thinking this, but then this hangs. I really don't want to hang that pawn actually. Maybe I go for bishop c3 and I just stabilize this for now. Okay, I can't say I'm wildly proud of myself for this because I have kind of made my bishop a glorified pawn, but it's a pawn that acts, you know, backwards as well. It's not just a glorified pawn. We're tying together everything. You hop in here, I'm just going to get rid of this. In general, obviously keeping the light square bishop would be favorable, but in the more closed position when they've got a bunch of light square pawns, I'm not that worried about it. And I'm thinking that now, I guess they could have taken here or something, but then I might have had, I don't know. Is this a bit of an overcommitment? It could be. I might just not be able to get my knight out of there eventually, but where else am I going here? Let's start with 96. This is all held. It's all nice and held. You bring the bishop, fine. If you want to do a rook sack for this, fine. If you want to give up your bishop for this, fine. If you can reroute your knight to get rid of this, I'm not going to be wildly happy, but it takes you a few moves, and I can just respond by taking. So, I don't know. This, g5. This does seem a bit softer if that happens, so I think I'm going to try and soften this up. Because maybe then we go queen d3, and we go after this with the knight's pressure. Queen here, and I'm on the open c file, but you can't really access that. But then again, it feels like long term that's not where I belong. So I'm going to start with queen d3, and we're just going to put some pressure on this pawn. Pawn's so nice, hello, Ivan. I mean, we were saying hello once again for some reason, because I'm streaming and my brain is short-circuiting, and I just say hello instead of... What the hell, man? God damn. Yeah, to some extent, we're... Genuinely queen b1 to keep an eye on this, to then kick the knight, to then take this. Could be interesting. If I take, you go here with check. Now, it's probably not the end of the world to go queen here and see a queen trade, because this knight is a damn good piece, like b6 probably. I don't know, they're doing quite a good defensive job here. I genuinely just want to keep an eye on this, not give up this, because again, this is tying down my position right now. I don't really want a queen trade, even though I'm kind of blocking my rook temporarily. I'm just going to say get out of here, and this is still a structural problem. Like, your g-pawn's overextended, you can't come and defend this with a pawn. It's defended with a bishop, what else can you defend it with? Nothing is the answer to that question. Do I kick it first? Hold on, is this not just big for me? Here, right? And then wherever my queen is on the diagonal, I'm still on the diagonal. I think I just grab this here. And I think I now say, look, I've won the pawn. I put the pressure on, I won the pawn. The knight's fantastic, and your bishop pair's kind of dead right now. So, and now you don't have a bishop pair. I hold both of these. I can kick the knight at my leisure. This bishop's biting on granite. My bishop's not exactly wonderful, but your pawns should be a little compromised here. I'm thinking I might still castle even though I've got my h-pawn up here. There's maybe a vague idea of e6 at some point. I am just up a clean pawn as well. So, I don't know, I'm feeling good. This looks dodgy. This looks dodgy as hell. If I play a knight sacrifice and try and be a genius, does it actually work? Takes here. Bishop takes because actually... No, wait, hold on. Here. I think you can just bring your queen, and if I go here, you can just take. Yeah, I don't think the knight sack really works. What I am thinking though is I can like really hop in and do some pressure, or put some pressure on these squares with like knight h2, knight g4. I think I'm genuinely just going to start with castles though. Get my king out of checking range. This pawn is a bit of a thorn in their side. This pawn's a thorn in their side. Okay, that's kind of embarrassing, but fair enough. I don't really want to trade queens, but I also don't want to have to concede to them. Where else do I go? Yeah, I don't want to concede your entry. We're getting rid of this. There's a backwards pawn now fixed on e6. I am just up a clean pawn in the endgame, and I'm thinking genuinely putting the knight on g4 could make some sense. I don't love that, but again, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Sack the knight on g5 and move forward. I was going to go for it, but they could have taken because the queen also held, so I don't know. It wasn't... it didn't seem like it made the most sense. I'm thinking I do this, blockade this pawn, and then break with f4. That seems pretty slick to me, actually. That seems pretty slick, I don't know. Right? And if you kick this, I can just go bishop here. I probably want to rook on the c file, but, you know, I can do that reactively to whatever they do. You know? And then I think breaking with f4 is going to make some sense. Again, I kind of just have to be a bit better here. Yeah, please don't suggest moves. Sorry, Colder Exotic. I know that maybe you should wait until afterwards, but... Ooh, that is a free pawn. Right? That's kind of the problem with your overextension here, that is just a free pawn. Now the question is... Oh, it's a free pawn. I'm not even going to question that. It's not a question at all. I can put the bishop here. I can hold this back. I can maybe make a trade of rooks and then do this. And then eventually just play a4. Honestly, I don't know why I wouldn't do this. I'm up 2 clean pawns here. And then I can just shut down your entry on the c-file. Like, I can't immediately come to the c-file, but I can just go here. And we've got this beautiful structure which completely and utterly shuts down their access to the file. And then, again, the knight is absolutely dominated. And so when we kick it, it's going to have to go straight back here. Then I get my rook on the c-file, maybe. Then you try and move the knight again or something, but you're even going to be trapped behind here. I don't know. Like, genuinely, imagine they play, like, let's just say a6 to get out of the way of this. a6, a4, knight here, rook here, knight here or something. To try and... I'm going for this. I might have been a bit rash, but... I think after this, you don't want to let me play, like, bishop here and then attack the pin piece, so... I go rook here, and I think you move your knight. Now, maybe you go knight out this way, fair enough, but... It just, like, you can't be better. Now I can just use my knight. And hopefully... to great effect. Just Hold on, where am I going with this? Maybe I'll just bring my king over, honestly. Why the hell not? Let's just bring the king to then hold the rook. Oh, that's a bit annoying, actually. I do have this, though. Not blundering a fork or anything, am I? Don't think so. Just bring the king. Why not? We've shot this out. Maybe knight f6 at some point is going to be a great move. I just need to not necessarily detach my pawn without knowing exactly what's going on. Okay, they've done a bit of this shenanigans, but now the check seems like kind of a no-brainer. Why would I not just give this check? Right? I've got my knight on f6. I've been lurking there waiting to come in. And now... I could do this. Seems like a move, honestly. Attack this, and this is hit, and if you take, I can just take back, and now my knight's wonderful. Okay, time's obviously my only problem here. Take it with the rook, honestly. Try and dominate the c-file, I guess. Rook takes, rook here. Just bring the knight back here. You know what? Let's do this. Yeah, if you trade, then you've traded. And I'm up 2 clean pawns, and that should be easy. However, otherwise, if you don't want to trade, you've got to concede this c-file, which is the only open file on the board, actually. We've got some semi-open files, of course. The f file here and the b file here, but the only fully open file is the c file, so make that clean with the rook. If you're going to do something like this, my knight ends up here anyway, doesn't it? Let's just do that. Like, my knight's a god on this square. You're not coming in anywhere meaningful with the knight. Your knight's almost trapped. This pawn's actually basically hanging, and you're almost walking into some kind of mating net here. You could imagine, right? It seems like there might be an Arabian mate inbound. Inshallah, there perhaps will be. Yeah, but I mean, no, I just grabbed this, right? Thanks very much. I'm playing very clinical chess tonight. I don't know what's going on. You move the knight, I go check. You've got to go to the back rank. In fact, you have to go here. Yeah, dude, come on now. Come on now. Come on now. No moves. Could go over here, maybe. This seems to make some sense. I mean, I'm threatening to just go check here. Get that rook off the board, maybe. I don't know. Like, this is... If I could walk in with my king, if there was a way in with the king, I genuinely would just try and get the king here. But I think... here. Andrew, no, you've stressed me out now. You're a legend, mate, but you've stressed me the hell out. Oh, no. 22 seconds. 22 seconds. Had this. Still have this, actually. Huge. If we just create threats on both sides of the board, it should be impossible to stop. Andrew, thanks so much, mate. Appreciate you a lot. Okay, now that's easier, actually. Probably taking the pawn's a better move objectively, but now we just get 2 connected passes. You cannot stop both. We go check. We bring the king. We bring the king. You take this, I can push. Thanks very much. And then resignation, perhaps. And checkmate, hold down your forehead. Come on now. Come on now, Andrew. You're a legend. Appreciate you very, very, very much indeed. For some reason, I'm playing the greatest chess of my life. This is good stuff. 87.2. Hold on, let me whack on the game review. Yeah, not bad. 2400 performance rating. We can take these. H4 actually excellent move. Let's go. If Ivan's still here, Ivan, you see this? You see this right here? H4. Excellent move out of nowhere. Knight here. This wasn't ideal. Trade, whack this here. H5. Okay, I didn't love the way I played this, but again, we're staying within the kind of... Oh, wait. Hold on. This is a bit... I need to make this a little smaller. So that you can see... all the way down here. Excuse that voice break. Forgive me. Hold on. One sec. I'm trying to fix my... Okay, we'll do that so you can see the graph. Drag this down. Drag this up a little. Drag this across. Okay, and now when I... Excuse me. Now when I do this... Actually, that looks so much worse. We're returning to the original form, which I believe was this. Okay, yeah, I just made that look way worse. Yeah, I don't hate this because, you know, we would never, if I just keep the eval bar on, I was never like losing at all. Queen B1 was a missed win because of course Queen D2. Like, shut up, dude. Shut up, Stockfish. They could have played F4. Yeah, but I just kind of thought they would open stuff up there. Here I can win the pawn, and then from this point I think my conversion, castles was excellent. This and then knight here was pretty good. Claim that c-file, take that pawn, swap that, bishop c5. Here, bring the king f1 best move. King f1 best move, I'm the greatest of all time. Dance in with the pony, of course. And then, yeah, just pick this up, check. Rook here, best move, come on now. You know I'm cracked. You know I'm cracked as hell. And then we, yeah, we just make... I mean, this is... I'm 4 from 9 right now. 4 out of 9. Let's get rid of that game review. The reason, for those of you that weren't here at the start, oh, man, you see, I'm playing like lower rate players, which means I'm not going to get to 2200 off 9 wins. Okay, here we go. We're playing a nice little Mengarini Sicilian, of course. Will my opponent accept? No, because they suck. Okay. Andrew, mate, thank you very much for the support. I massively appreciate the support on the stream. And I think they've lost already. Is this not just a trap knight? Okay, we can get that game done nice and quickly. No way. Okay, this might just be me being slightly racist, but last time I played someone called Moaz from Egypt, they cheated brutally against me and we got them banned, so... I doubt this is the same person. I'm assuming that there are quite a few Moazes in Egypt, but... Hold on. Guys. Look at this. They're already sending sleepy emojis. Why are they... There's no way this is a new account and the same person. That would be crazy. No, this account's really old. Okay, they're just another trash talker. $10 for brilliant. So each brilliant is $10. Andrew, what? Okay. No, it's not the same guy. There's no way. This account's from 2014. But, oh yeah, 5 out of 9, true. Okay, Andrew, I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the financial incentive. I'll do my damn best. I'll do my damn best. If I'm getting financially rewarded for brilliance, you know I'm gonna cook up something genius here. Right. Dude, this needs to stop. Anyone playing chess like this with the white pieces, like, do this with black, you know? Do this with black at least. Don't defile the white pieces with your double fianchetto, small center, hedgehog nonsense on castling. Oh, great. Queen d2. What a fantastic position. I despise people that play chess like this with the white pieces. It's an honor to play with the white pieces. Jesus. Okay. Do I push this? I don't know. Probably not. The thing is as well, the really annoying thing about this is that it's very, very prickly. This might be called the hedgehog, or there might be something very similar. It's a hedgehog-like setup. It's very difficult, actually, to really do a whole lot to attack it straight away. Like, you've got to be careful that you don't overcommit, because then they can just start making, like, the right little pawn moves, and you end up just being cooked somehow. So, I am thinking, though, that d4 seems pretty compelling. If takes, I could take. Then you just come across here. I think, honestly... I don't know, don't disrespect hedgehog. Dude, do it with the black pieces. With white, you should not be, like... Have a little respect for the white pieces is all I'm saying. It's all I'm saying. Whenever I get white, I'm like, oh, man, what a great opportunity to play e4. I love living this life. You know, playing e4, having fun, relishing these moments. Hold on, I should think, because if I lose to this nonsense, I'm going to be extremely upset. Okay, do I want to go for this? I feel this one's the hippo. Okay, cool. There's like creepy, crawly, hedgehog, hippo, all sorts of nonsense. All of them suck. I hate them all. I probably would lose to all of them. Pivot this in here, I guess. I need more information from what they're going to do. Like, where are you castling? Because kingside seems odd. Let's do this. Let's just bring the knight. This is nice and stable. I can maybe play d4. Okay, they do go queenside, right. Now what I want to do is stack a battery, bishop d6, queen e7. Go after this, because it looks a little loose. Maybe we do this and open stuff up. But again, keeping this bishop closed is quite nice. Okay, I like this. I like this. You know why I like this? Because it comes with some sneaky tactical tempo. Of course they don't take. I was thinking if takes, then we're threatening bishop takes here, knight takes, and we win the queen maybe. But this just starts to feel a little odd, you know? A little off, perhaps. Maybe not. Maybe not, maybe not. But I could go g4. And if you take, do I have bishop h6? Very plausibly. I'm going to go g4. Just because I don't want you to take immediately, and I'm thinking bishop h6 is actually a very sneaky, tactical way of shutting that down. Now maybe bishop h6? I don't know. Doesn't seem stupid. If I go knight here and you take bishop h6, I think just wins. Because f4 en passant, and knight here I just take, so... This knight coming in here does seem like it makes some sense. Because we open stuff up. I still don't think you can take. I also don't think you can really push. But maybe, yeah, okay. They go king b1 to now be able to take because they've seen this bishop h6 idea. I am wondering, though, you know, can we sack something? Stuff looks a little loose over here. Unfortunately, their knight just holds this square, which is annoying as hell. Takes. Okay, sure. Bishop c5, maybe? If you push, I can move my knight and I'm happy because you've closed out your whole attack. So bishop c5 if you take, I take, you take, I take, you take, I take, and I'm threatening this. Yeah, you know what? I like bishop c5. I think, again, if we're just looking pure aesthetics here, my position looks pretty good, right? They do take. Now, you'd imagine knight takes makes some serious sense. They want to go for a big liquidation. I'm going to say, listen, if you want to trade that dark square bishop with me, which I think you're kind of compelled to do now, lest you want to play this and just lose on the spot badly. Do you not now have to take this? No, you can do this and defend. Okay, cool. I mean, we've got rid of their dark squared bishop. That's one major plus. They're coming after this. If I go check, you can take. Slightly upsettingly. I'd love to be able to sack for this knight, but you're going to win this too quickly. C5 seems like a bit of a mistake somehow. It just feels like I softened some stuff, but maybe I don't. Again, it's not obvious how you actually exploit that. I could also play queen d6. You take. I take. I lose a bishop. Maybe not. I'm playing c5. I want to keep this pawn here. I think this is a serious problem, and I think genuinely, rook here, step back with the bishop, and threaten to just sack and play knight here might genuinely be a more potent plan than it even immediately seems like. This just seems like you've got a lot of problems here. Okay, the sack's not as obvious now, but I still think rook e8 is a clearly strong move. Maybe they infiltrate over here, maybe it's not. But I don't know, I'm pretty convinced by it. Bishop f7. Open this up, they do move. How can this not be my move? Maybe there's nothing, though. Maybe there's actually nothing, and this is where I just get handled in a system by an opponent playing a system. I mean, maybe this bishop's actually godlike because I pushed this pawn. It's the most frustrating kind of thing to play against. Okay. Here. Bishop h6 was crushing earlier. Okay, I'll have a look in the analysis. I thought it looked good, but I didn't see anything imminent. My opponent wants to play an endgame, do they? Sure. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I completely agree. That's precisely how I would describe him. Is this an idea? A5 to maybe play this? To induce some shenanigans around here, possibly? Do you know what? Probably a terrible idea. I'm bored. And this is why I lose to players like this. Because I get bored and then I just play like A5. But then again, they play this because they don't want to even dream of playing anything remotely exciting. B5 now. How about this? How about we really get serious? You know what? Who cares about king safety? Probably I should, but you know. Here. Am I actually in any danger? The knight seems dominated. The queen seems at least immediately very unactive, or rather inactive, excuse me. And this seems like an idea. If takes, there's also like vague ideas of sacking here at some point. I don't know. I kind of like my bishop here. It feels excellent. It feels like it dominates the knight, hits this square. But then again, the queen here is very active and pleasant, so... No, I do think I bring the queen back, because then actually, how on earth do you activate your queen? Your queen right now is like nigh on trapped. And I feel like, yeah, look, what are you doing? What are you doing? Here? We're prodding and poking in all the right places, and my knight's fantastic. Hold on. Hold on now. Surely not. I mean, desperate to trade everything, my opponent really is committing. I can do this. Maybe I should have thought about that move for a little longer. Just the thing is, I can recapture a check and then take here, and I should be at least a little better. If you do play this... What? Check. Queen here. And then... just take? Maybe... I'm not even better here. What the hell's happened? I can't let this happen. How am I not any better? Do you think that was an insane move? We'll look in the analysis. There could have been crazy stuff. Like, I might have been able to take here or something. Or, you know, go queen here after this or something. I don't really know. Maybe like an A5. I mean, I guess I'm taking. Do you want this? It is with check. What an idiot. I didn't even notice that. Oh, you see, this is why I lose to this kind of player. Right, no, it's not lost yet. You're just being a pessimist. This is frustrating. This is wildly frustrating. I'm going to go here because I don't want to get hit with a check. I can't believe I just played like queen b5 or something cool. Okay, sure. Check. I'm just going to have to trade queens. Christ, man, this is so boring. This player sucks. I hate this guy. I genuinely have malice in my heart for this geezer. Play some kind of exciting chess once in your life, please. You won't regret it. You know, it'll open up doors for you. Go on, just block with your queen. You might as well. Free, it's a queen trade, it's forced, you know? There's no lurking bishop doing anything suspicious. Bishop here, I was kind of thinking might be interesting, but you just go... I'm so mad. I'm so mad at how boring this guy is. It's kind of on me though as well, because it's like, what am I doing? How did I not make this interesting? To some extent, it does take two to tango, you know? But I'm a Fanta guy, that made no sense. I actually have no idea what to do. I think I need to just try and play for a draw here. Okay. This is not ideal. -10 here would hurt. It would hurt immensely. I need to find a brilliant move. Because, of course, the man himself, Andrew, has so generously incentivized me to do so. You've always just got this. There's just nothing, right? Oops. Go on. Surely you let me just fluke something here somehow. It does feel like there could be something eventually. You know, like a deflection tactic and winning a bishop after they block or something. Or not. Yeah, I should have just been grinding it out for the draw. Do they trade the queens and flag me? That would be insane. Yep. Good game. Not good game, actually. Just disgusting game. So disgusting. Fair play. I need to look where I had winning opportunities, because I imagine I did. I got a little frustrated there. That's my bad. That's my bad. Listen, we can't necessarily win them all. I did have a way better position. No! Bishop h6, dude. Why didn't I play bishop h6? I just win this pawn. We win on our turns and we lose on our turns. Nice, I like that, dude. I like that a lot. Yeah, you know what? I actually played against the opening very well. Even though this is what I've missed when I had bishop h6. Bishop h6 was such a potent idea and I kept talking about it. And then I just got obsessed with this kind of like queen e7 infiltrate here idea. But they could have gone for this. a3 instead of ab later in the game. Yeah, I thought about a3 vaguely, but I didn't see it really. What was the idea? Check? Yeah, because I just thought they can go here was my kind of thinking. But then I guess they can't move at all. Yeah, I mean, it was a draw here, obviously, but once I trade the queens, it's a long day. Excuse me. Yeah, a3 was interesting, because I guess if they take... Hold on, let's look at if takes. Here takes, bang, right? Yeah, slick. It's a slick idea, but unfortunately didn't work. Right, I'm going again because I'm in desperate need of a brilliant move. That's a minor setback for a major comeback. We did get a free win against that guy with the trap knight, but unfortunately it was a -10 just there. My nose is itching terribly. 1 second. I'm just gonna I'm back. Ooh, cold voice break there. Right, we get h5 going on. The major comeback isn't coming. We're currently 5-1. I really can't complain. Appreciate you, Drew. Appreciate you, Andrew. Appreciate you, Sodis. Appreciate you, everyone watching the stream. You're all wonderful people. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, this is reasonable. I've got h5 going on. We're cooking something up. We're still 2150 and above. This is... I can't complain. I cannot complain. Kind of like taking. If takes, that looks like it softens some stuff. If here, rook takes, bishop takes, it feels like eventually I should be able to infiltrate over there somehow. Maybe. I mean, maybe yellow, maybe. No, I'm not in need of one imminently, but I could check it out if you got something interesting to show me. Right, I'm going h6. After d3, it's just a cool opportunity where if you play bishop f8, you're kind of squashed forever. You're still kind of squashed here on the king side, and the bishop coming here, it's not wildly comfortable. You know, maybe even g4 straight away, unless g5 is a move. Hey, excuse me. Okay. Let's just move. This might have been a little rash. I mean, it's clearly half reasonable. Bishop f4. If you do this, I'm happy because you can see this. Bishop f5. Bishop f6. Bishop f7. Bishop f8. Bishop f9. Bishop f10. Bishop f11. Bishop f12. Bishop f13. Bishop f14. Bishop f15. Bishop f16. Bishop f17. Bishop f18. Bishop f19. Bishop f20. Bishop f21. Bishop f22. Bishop f23. Bishop f24. Bishop f25. Bishop f26. Bishop f27. Bishop f28. Bishop f29. Bishop f30. Bishop f31. Bishop f32. Bishop f33. Bishop f34. Bishop f35. Bishop f36. Bishop f37. Bishop f38. Bishop f39. Bishop f40. Bishop f41. Bishop f42. Bishop f43. Bishop f44. Bishop f45. Bishop f46. Bishop f47. Bishop f48. Bishop f49. Bishop f50. Bishop f51. Bishop f52. Bishop f53. Bishop f54. Bishop f55. Bishop If you don't, then my bishop's kind of chilling here. Although maybe don't want to play f4. Damn right, Drew. Damn right, damn right. Maybe they want to slide back and do this. Or maybe just develop the knight here. If I do this, I get hit with check is the problem. Right, I'm starting with bishop f4, I think. I don't see how this can be a terrible idea. I don't know. I've kind of... The wind's been slightly taken out of my sails by that last win, but I need to not... allow that to now taint the rest. You know, mar the rest of these games. I need to pull out a brilliant move. Pocket $10 from Andrew Keller. And then get back on track, you know? That's what I need. That's what I need, that's what I need. Right. Your bishop right now looks uncomfortable. Genuinely just g4 could be fun. Because I'm going to play g5 unless you... I don't know. Move your knight. Kind of want to start with this almost. I might wait for them to castle before I do that. Let's start with knight ge2, I think. 10 smackaroonies, precisely. That's what I'm looking for right now. The promise of 10 smackaroonies if I'm able to pull a genius bit of brilliance out of the bag. It's just... I mean, it's an absolutely wonderful thing. Excuse me. If you thought that was a yawn, it's not a yawn. I'm not slowing down. That was actually... that was straight up just a breath. That was an aggressive breath, was all that was. And I need you guys to understand that. Do I play knight here? No, you can take. Right, we start with takes. If here, maybe knight a4 is genuinely a good idea. I can move the rook or something. Bishop's annoying me. If knight here, maybe just bishop b3. Kind of want to keep that piece. Again, what I'm doing here doesn't not make sense. I guess I'm doing this. I'm kind of worried about d5 eventually, but at the same time, I feel stable enough right now. The pawn's on h6, you know? I feel stable. Yeah, genau. Oh, shoot, I just want to play g4. Thank you, Yassin. There's a movie called The Yawner. Is that actually true? I really want to play g4. I just can't resist playing g4 sometimes, man. It's like genuinely why I'm actually bad at chess. Do I ever use my fame and credibility to trick people to open malware links? I can't say that I do that too often. Can't say that's hold on. Shut up. Here, there's just knight c6 and I can't even play g5. I think I'm going to start with a queen c1 or a queen d2. Queen c1 has the benefit of guarding b2, which I can get behind. And I'm not looking to castle, so actually, I quite like this. Now, it feels like I'm kind of opening up for some forks. Maybe. Somehow. Is there just a4? No, I can always take, right? Maybe this check at some point. I feel like queen c1 makes some sense. Because then g4 might be a potent threat. I don't know. Okay, they want takes, and check, right? Yeah. Let's start with this, just because you don't have the easy bishop d7 now. Maybe you go knight c6 or something, but then... Maybe I play g4 then. You sack the bishop erroneously. Or you do this. Okay, hold on. Should be cooking something up here, right? Might be 5. Not the worst idea in the world. g4 takes. Oh my lord, it's not another yawn. It's not. It wasn't a yawn. It was a sigh of relief at the fact that I now know I'm going to win this game. I'm just that confident. Maybe I should play queen to d2. could just go queen d2 now. Feel like a bit of a concession, but then I shouldn't sort of, you know, sunk cost fallacy it up and just not be willing to do that. I think I'm going to do that. Probably should have gone queen d2 in the first place. I was trying to be clever, defend b2 and maybe have mobility with the knight somehow, but I don't think it's obvious that this knight actually wants to move, at least imminently, until maybe I get this idea off the ground. Again, it's not easy to see. I mean, maybe knight c6 is a natural move, but it's not easy to see how you ever use this rook, or I don't know, like where your king really ends up. Maybe there's genuinely a context where I castle queenside. They bounce back with the knight. Okay, to hold this, is it? Or what? Sure. I really want this move. I'm just going to go for it, g4. It's been tantalizing me the whole time. Maybe you play g5. But then it starts to seem a little weak around here, and I don't know, castling queenside seems dubious. Kind of could just go here and put my king on e2 or something, or go here and put my, well, no, maybe. I don't know, I'm not, g4 doesn't seem obviously like a good idea, but it seems obviously like a fun idea that I want to go for. I want to try and harass that bishop. Now again, it's even less compelling because the bishop can just go back to e7, but then I'm genuinely thinking that I castle kingside and play for f4, f5. Into video games or just chess? Just chess, pretty much. Chess and jiu-jitsu at the moment, that's what I'm doing with my time and brain and body. They're both wildly fulfilling mentally, and jiu-jitsu also quite physically fulfilling, you know what I'm saying? Physically demanding, at least the way I do it. Spazzing about it. What about the Royaldo? We might have to take a small break and do the Royaldo. Am I a UFC fan? Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. So I currently live in London, and my Birmingham. My brother's based in Birmingham, and I go back each month for the UFC card. So like, what we do is we watch it. No way they played this. Okay, I'm thinking h5 as a whole. Yeah, we watch it at like 4 a.m. till 6 a.m. or whatever, and then we do we hit the MMA gym from like 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. Actually, the craziest mission, but worth it every single time. Bishop e3. I just feel like that has to be the right idea. Keep pressure on g5. I don't think... Unless there's just d5. But then, no, this hangs. Okay. This seems like a good thing. I don't know. Knight here, knight here? What the hell are you actually doing? How much do I weigh right now? I'm about like 75 kg, something like that. You know? Decently strong pound for pound, you know what I'm saying? But also, kind of a bit past the whole weightlifting thing at the moment. Your Instagram feed is filled with my liked UFC reels. Sick. Nice. I like that. Okay, hear me out. Knight h5 here. This here, this. No, because that'd be protected. I still think knight h5's pretty nice. It feels like I should be cooking something up. Maybe the knight ends up on g7. Who the hell knows? Genuinely, castles on f4. Yeah, the position's starting to take shape in my head now. Maybe you want to go like this and pick this up, but you've got to be careful you don't hang g5, and your king's definitely locked here. This bishop's still weirdly strong. If you want to take, I don't know, at the very least I can grab this. So it's not like you're locking yourself a bishop pair. Excuse me. Maybe takes. I don't know. We sack a knight, go check or something. Bishop comes here. I do open this up for the rook. You know what? Kingside castles, baby. I genuinely feel very safe with this knight here. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe f5's coming. Maybe you do this and this. Maybe everything collapses. But even then... Wait, hold on. Did I... No, because the rook, obviously. But if you go here, then there's going to be problems like this, maybe. It feels like castling to get my rook on the f-file to maybe look at this f4 break. If I do go for that, obviously this gets open. So honestly, king g2, king h3, not the most unreasonable thing in the world. There's a lot of pressure coming down this side of the board, you know? And I'm just not... I genuinely want to do this. How stupid is that? Is that really dumb? It might be clever. Knight here, though, as well. To play c3. Yeah, bishop's annoying. Could go knight here. I don't really care about losing this pawn. Because then I can just immediately take this. I'm starting with king g2. There's genuinely an idea of doing this to then at some point be able to open this and not be worried about g4. Use the king to defend this. It feels kind of stupid, but something's telling me intuitively, okay, now they defend this, but you also lock the bishop out of retreating. We've been hunting this bishop all game. I don't need to be able to take this. So knight d1. The only problem is when I play c3, this hangs. So maybe I go bishop b5 first. Damn it, dude. I actually really don't know what to do. Could actually carry on with this and then just play f4. You know what? I'm just going to trust my completely moronic gut and say king g2. If this is remotely objectively good, I might have to pursue a chess master title because this is a freaky idea and there's something about it that's just intuitively speaking to me. Because now I can go, I don't know, maybe I've just walked into a pin. I just thought that threatening f4, holding g4, keeping my king as far away as possible from all of this activity, it feels like my king does well here, and I might be genuinely like being a complete idiot. But this feels like a kind of stop to the position where I'm not worried about this. Maybe you can sack and then play like g4 and get, I don't know, I don't see it. This looks compelling. If you takes, it's like, hello? I mean, I don't know, I might be being stupid, but if this is remotely objectively good, I'm expecting it not to be. I'm truly expecting it not to be. This isn't one of the ones where I feel like I'm actually being a genius while I'm doing it. I do watch MMA, I'm a big fan. However, if this is remotely objectively good, I'm genuinely... This might be the greatest idea I've ever played. The only problem is maybe you could do something like this and take here, but I just think it's too much pressure down this f-file. Maybe. Maybe, just maybe. Obviously, this is hanging. You could sack if you want, but I don't see any real purpose in doing so. So then if you want to not trade the bishop, which I don't really know why you wouldn't, but then I guess there's just the tempo here. Rook g6. They do sack. Wow, what? To play queen here or something? Crazy. Maybe their sack was good. I don't really believe in it, but I guess they didn't want rook g6. Because then there's problems here. It might have been the best idea to kind of bail out there. Roughly equal position, time-wise, sorry. You know, as in they've got... Well, no, actually, they've got like nearly 50% extra time. But, you know, they're going to have to put in a bit of thought here, you'd imagine. And it feels like you've got all your pieces on this side of the board. And, I don't know. Like, this rook is obviously excellent. Bishop h6 is obviously a problem. It's like you probably want to take this and then after takes, what, you can't use your king to defend and I start going check and bring this and oh, I guess you'd go king f7 or something. Yeah, I think this is going to be very, very hard for them to play. Very hard for them to play indeed. And I mean, I'm feeling like I'm going to win. Queen e8 hangs a queen. My bad. Good point. I think if they played it, I'd have noticed. Also, don't tell me. Because it actually might have happened and whatever. But, okay, fair enough. I'm almost certain I'd have noticed. This was just a vague idea to be like, what is the idea of the sack? Didn't really, you know, treat this move with any serious consideration. But, like, I just didn't really see what their idea of the sack was. Maybe they just felt compelled because if here... I guess I can, like, take, and then go... Takes here, and there's a discovery, and we just open everything up, so... I don't know, but yeah, they're spending a lot of time here, of course. I feel like I'm much better here. Much better. And I'm pretty certain I'm going to win. Because I think it's very difficult for them to play. The question is, how objectively well have I played here? Maybe I've played like a genius. Maybe I played like a moron. Hold on. check is a little starting move. Seems to make some sense. Maybe we just take, though. I don't really want to bring the knight out of action, but probably do have to take this at some point. I could go here. You do have to play this move. Then I have queen h6, actually. Yeah, I'm starting with this. What the hell, man? I mean, how can that be the wrong idea? Go for the king. Why? Let me sideline a knight. You have to play this, lest I just, you know, bowl everything open here. Then after you do play this, of course, I feel like queen h6. I mean, I can always recapture the knight in the end. I feel like queen h6, and you're dealing with a little too much pressure on some weak pawns. If you want to come over and defend this one, then maybe rook f6, and there's a quick rook g. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. This is looking filthy. I don't know what happened this game, but I feel like some kind of genius flowed from my fingertips. I don't know. King g2, king h3. I mean, the pure intuition to go for this may, in fact, excuse me, are they just going to flag it? Actually, GG, what the hell? Kind of annoying because I wanted to continue this attack. What was the evaluation there in the end? Yeah, completely winning. Sick. Right, I seem to be nasty as hell. Now, probably not a brilliant move. I really want to look at this king idea because, yeah, I couldn't put... So I'm nasty as hell at chess, basically. I was never losing that. That felt like the evaluation should have been way more spastic than it was. I mean spastic, not in a sort of derogatory, pejorative sense, but in the merely scientific sense of the word. H6 best... Oh, overlay, excuse me. Sorry. Damn it, man. That is... Thank you. Yes. Sorry. Here we are. Yeah, no brilliant, unfortunately. I forgot you guys couldn't see this. You know what I mean? I was never losing at any point. And then just eventually became completely winning. Now here, apparently knight b5. I guess this is a little bit of a problem, right? Yeah, no brilliant, but I can let that slide. G4 missed win. Okay, but then from here, knight h5 best. Come on. Mistake. Missed win. Goes, absolute goats, absolute godlike play. And the reason being that, of course, missed win, bishop b5, shut up. Because after here, f4 great. Bang, bang, f4 great. I think that deserves a brilliant, but you know what? Yeah, they went for this. I could have gone here and then just played takes and probably picked this up, right? Although not immediately. Apparently, it's okay. But then just king e7. Oh, damn it! This would have been a brilliant. This would have been a brilliant. It would have been a brilliant. Because, of course, if you take queen h6, and then I was thinking, actually, yeah, here we just have check. Basically, I just was assuming we could, like, sack this straight away, actually. And apparently it would have been brilliant. Because I thought queen h6 and, you know, this just has to work. Okay, I'm an idiot. Oh, sorry, obviously we just take the rook there. Here, though, queen h7, sorry. King f8. g5, god damn. God damn. Here, check and... Wow. Yeah, fascinating stuff. Somehow, the f4 break just happened to be the key to unlocking a seriously excellent position. Taking here, d5, I was going to go queen h6. Here, I was just going to take this, and then we would have been very winning. Brilliant move, surely on the card. Damn, I was hoping to drop a 10. Listen, don't worry. I'll provide it. I'll provide it. I'm playing the kind of chess that begets brilliant moves. Is that actually the correct use of that word? Bring about, yeah, there we go. That works. I'm playing the kind of chess that begets brilliant moves. And, I just know I'm going to run your pockets dry right now. I'm going to get 4 brilliant moves in this game. Okay. Okay. We're going to play a nice little Albanoni. 2161. We're looking good. Benko Gambit, yes, please. Would you like to take... Would you like to accept again? If they go for knight c3, I was looking at this today, actually, with one of my coaching clients. One of my strongest coaching clients, in fact. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. We're having a little deep dive into that Zaitsev system, but... whatever, they play e3. That's fine. I can do this. I can do a bit of this. If here, check. You don't have to go back. Yeah, whatever. Okay. I think I'm just gonna go bishop here. Look to play sort of castles d6 and then farm some easy brilliance and bullet. Because I'm trying to, you know, it's not the. This is not the. Andrew said $10 for a brilliant. In the spirit of what I'm assuming he meant was that the brilliant was in the context of the rapid game. If I just go bullet and just start trying to get Greek gifts and rack up, I feel like I'm just trying to scam one of the most supportive members of my audience out of their money, which this is not really what I'm looking to do. You know, I don't feel wildly incentivized to do that. Right, how on earth am I supposed to play this? I'm probably slightly worse here. Let's be honest. I need to work out how to play against this e3, a4 nonsense. It's not nonsense, it's actually really accurate. I think I'm going to take... I need some room. You don't want to take like this, obviously. You're going to take with the knight or the bishop. At least we waited for the bishop to develop, such that that was at least a slight waste of tempo. The d6 England gambit. No, get out of here. I'm playing my c5. I love it. I'm so happy with my c5. Queen a5, I think I played in maybe a recent video. Maybe my last video. Manchester or Birmingham? Birmingham, mate. I mean, I don't know if the accent's very Birmingham, but I am from Birmingham. Yeah, last time this, and then eventually they just kind of hit me with the shenanigans here. So I think I might start with bishop a6 and look to just say, right, I need to trade some stuff off. Greenwich, actually. Nice. Yeah, I need to trade some stuff off. I don't have the room to be messing around with this stuff. My pawn structure is excellent, though. And I'm thinking that the knight might belong here, or maybe we look to just get rid of this. Again, you've pushed the pawn. I need to go after it somehow. This doesn't feel stupid. Just need to make sure you don't have access to this square. Okay, kind of lame what I'm doing right now, actually. Do I know Danny G personally? Yes. I scrapped him outside of Wetherspoons and won with I pulled guard. No, I've obviously got... Just in case Danny G sees this. Danny G, didn't mean to disrespect you, mate. Please don't kill me. Appreciate you. Thank you. Is that a free pawn? They offered a draw. I don't know if you guys could see that. Don't know why I'd be inclined to accept a draw here. That was not a misclick. I mean, maybe I don't see why you were misclicking there. Okay, right. Let's win this game. I don't think this is really a brilliant type game. Farming no brilliance feels a bit tricky. Exactly. I'm not looking to exactly. Andrew did not specify rules, but this is not the. It's not in the spirit of what we're trying to achieve here. You know. It's not in the spirit. MHRN, please do not suggest moves. This is the move I was going to play anyway, and so I'm glad I played it just before I read it, or like as I read it, and at least indicated that I was going to do this. Please don't suggest moves. This, right? I just get the dark square bishop off the board. Have an unraveled dark square bishop. Right, see if we can get a brilliant in the endgame. I don't think that's wildly out of the question. Bishop f6, honestly. Giving me a bit of luft and trying to stabilize this. Maybe you just bounce into here. No moves, you get timed out. Oh, we got Andrew laying down the law right now. Andrew. Come on now. Good stuff. Laying down the law in the moderating of this channel. I'm thinking to do this, to maybe try and squeeze this knight. Excuse me. My bad. Little voice break there, we can deal with that. But also, this is very stable. Very stable indeed. Sehr stable. I can also just always move the bishop back and kind of admit that that was a bit of a stupid idea. I really like just stacking as much as possible, and I'm just going to do it. Ooh, nearly felt like I blundered somehow because this is pinned, but you can't take this in any way. If this was a bishop, though, I'd be in trouble. Oh, well, I don't know. Not just a bishop. What habits would I recommend around 800? Mate, honestly, stop blundering. Or WillTaylorChess.com. Yo, he's this guy. Who's this guy? Look at these testimonials. Who's this guy? Check it out. Check it out if you're interested, you know? just check it out if you're interested. I'm stepping back with the bishop. My position is very, very aesthetic, which, you know, you got to relish that in a position. This is going to be a move. Not if I don't just, you know, let it be a move. Ah, maybe this is a move, actually. Should I have just chopped that off and gone after this pawn? Maybe. You know what? Here. Potential brilliant? Okay, this isn't my finest moment, but I'm looking for a brilliant right now. I'm looking for a brilliant, and I'm saying, listen, I'm going to win this pawn, unless you play this, and then maybe rook here. Because takes, and I go check. And there's a half a chance chess.com give this as brilliant. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Blunder blocks, I don't have enough time. Respect. What the hell is this? Not only can I take here, but I can just take here. Now, this is slightly more likely to be a brilliant move, so I think I'm just going to go for this. It also looks a bit stronger because I can just come back here and there's still a major problem here. Huh. Interesting. I seem to be up a pawn. Kind of want to do this, honestly, but then I feel like I start letting them get in, which I don't love the idea of. Honestly, I just want to put this game to bed right now because I'm desperate to see if that's a brilliant, so I kind of want to do this. Is this lame as hell? Maybe. Sorry. Forgive me. Sorry. It's an endgame. It's not that exciting anyway. Move it on. Move it on. Bit boring. I can admit that. But I had a funny feeling they wouldn't trade queens anyway. And now I just want to do this and go after the pawn. You can't push. You can't defend. You probably resign, honestly. I just seem to have 2 extra pawns on, and they're the healthiest of pawns, of course. The healthiest of pawns. Yeah, but it depends what kind of puzzles. So what you should do is like real simple type tactics. Just drill them so that you never miss like a simple fork. You know what I mean? Just absolutely drill them. Yeah, exactly. Okay, look, Ebba perfectly epitomizes what I'm going for here. Okay, I'm just going to do this because I kind of feel like getting behind this pawn makes some sense. I also want queen c7 just to set up a little trap, maybe. Queen c7, you try and blockade, and I just win this. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. Why not? Okay, there you go. Thanks very much. Appreciate that. Are they going to resign, or...? Okay, I'm just going to go here and take their rook. And now they resign, maybe? Are they tilted? You'd imagine so. I'm going to make a knight. Maybe they're hoping I stalemate them. Hold on. The stalemate is very possible. Okay, well now checkmate's a move. How many, what do I have? Knight, 2 bishops, rook. Yeah, I got plenty. Plenty. Queen here takes by force, takes. Then I have a rook, 2 bishops, a knight and a queen. Perfect. And they resign. Hang my queen. Bote's gambit into resignation is cold. Now, I doubt that the rook takes was in fact brilliant. Yeah, unfortunate. Although an absolute, hold on. Just a clinical win. Like, easy money. To be fair, my opponent did just make this mistake, and it was kind of easy enough from there. Although I think I converted well enough. You know, I should have taken immediately, then I took, and then went for this, and then, yeah, I mean, it was pretty easy. It was pretty easy. Let's keep it moving. Brilliant move, yet to transpire. Let's get rid of the game review, of course. Yet to transpire. Although, come on now. Let me play something vaguely brilliant looking. Let me play something vaguely brilliant looking. Let me play into a Mangarini Sicilian. Please accept this, my friend. Please accept this. If you're doing me a big favor. They're not going to accept. But if they play e6, b5, knight, d4, and then c3, and we get another free win against... I believe it was a Canadian last time as well with a 1992 rating. Maybe 102 elo higher up in the same country. They'll make the same mistake. I don't know. Going to sleep in like an hour, so cook something up soon, Mr. Taylor. Damn it. Dude, I should go to sleep in an hour. You know what? That's good, because otherwise, if you just stayed here, no way I'd be going to sleep at all. Right. What am I supposed to be doing? If I take... I think you can play e5. So that I can't play d4. Because if here and then e6, I can play d4, and probably stuff's kind of cool, but here e5. So, maybe that's fine. But maybe I want to start with... Maybe I just want to go knight f3. Maybe I just want to go knight f3. e5 now possibly just concedes like d5. I've just made the mistake before of thinking, oh, takes e6, d4. I'm just going to hold this. And then, honestly, that kind of ends up sucking for me because after takes they play e5 and I can't really get d4 in. And, you know, it's obviously a massive problem. So... I need to work out how to properly handle this. Excuse me. I need to work out how to properly handle this. Because a6 is something which I see not regularly, but on a semi-regular basis. e6, sure. I think a bishop b2, honestly. I mean, I'm still open for you to accept this gambit. You can absolutely accept this gambit. Maybe it's my bishop's not going to make much sense here. But, you know... If takes, knight takes, because again, if bishop takes, I probably have, I say it again, I didn't say this at all in the first place, but bishop g7. So takes, knight takes, c3, knight c6, d4. I'm probably doing well. If d5, just e5, bring the bishop here. My bishop's obviously kind of biting on the ass of my pawn chain, excuse me. But, maybe I go bishop a3 or bishop c1 or something. I feel fine there. And now it seems like the kind of position where I maybe am threatening to go takes, d4. Because my bishop holds this. Yeah, hold on. I guess you're threatening this. I have e5. I kind of closed down my bishop a little, I don't know. 4 AM, god damn, Andrew, what do you do for work? I believe I've asked you this before, but my bad, I've unfortunately seem to have forgotten. I'm going e5. I just don't see a pleasant way to defend this otherwise. Like, I don't want to play d3. I want to play bishop d3. Knight c3 kind of kills this bishop a little. Then I don't get after the takes. I don't get that c3, d4 chasing stuff away. So I think in the AM personal training, the PM physical therapy. Oh, sick, Andrew. Nice. Nice. So you're doing... Is it like weights and stuff, or is it cardio, or just in general, just all like fitness related stuff? And also, what the hell client wakes up at 4 AM, dude? How are you getting these guys out of bed at 4 AM? I respect it. Do you send them David Goggins clips and just go, come on, dude, pick it up? I don't know. For once, I seem to have a fairly major time advantage on stream, which, I don't know, we're already a minute 43 up. That seems significant. Here, if you go to f4, do I have g3? Maybe, I might be pushing a few too many pawns there. If c4, might b6, maybe b5. I really like just keeping this initiative. I think they went knight f6 without having played like a d6 or something. I'm just going to chase down that knight. I don't know. It feels like the knight doesn't have anywhere productive to go. And so if you retreat this way, I mean, maybe c4 is just the tempo to then play takes, takes here. Force this to move. Maybe here. Takes, takes, takes. Win a pawn there. Doesn't seem completely unbelievable. Or like here, here. Wait, hold on. Here, here. Takes, takes. Knight here. Yeah, I don't know. 20 people normally come to the 5 a.m. class. Dude, yeah, of course. I mean, sorry. That's a good point. Obviously, you have to get to the place. Nice, dude. Hell yeah, man. That's pretty awesome. Now, they prevent me going for the b5. I sometimes do the 7 a.m. jiu-jitsu class, but that is nowhere near the 5 a.m. whatever the hell class you're teaching, mate. I don't know. But, yeah, goddamn, that's kind of intense. Now when I take this, I think I'm going to take this now to then play d4. I've been watching the candidates. What the hell do you mean? Unless I've been wildly behind, the candidates have not started yet. Nor will they for a while. People are like qualifying at the moment, I think. I think I might have handled this really well. I don't know. Maybe I'm becoming a better chess player. I mean, it's been like 10 weeks of me doing this full time now, and maybe I'm actually becoming better at this game. Who the hell knows? I'm due a bit of progress. God damn. Oh, the Grand Swiss. Sorry, yeah, but I probably could have read through that. Not typo, but just mistake, I guess. Not particularly, although I saw that like Hans might be in the candidates, and I thought that's sick. And Nishikiri in the candidates is awesome. I'm excited about that. I like it, Nishikiri. He's a bit of a legend. C5 to try and put a knight here looks really exciting. Yeah, it does confuse me how the chess nerd's not a master, actually. He seems cracked as hell. But the thing is, you have to be like, you know, he's crazy good at, he's like 2,500, I think, in like online blitz. But I don't know if that necessarily translates to as strong of a classical rank. I mean, he's still battered me in classical, sorry. I'm not trying to get, I'm not trying to make any, cast any aspersions here, but, you know, maybe the perceived strength comes a lot from the online stuff, which doesn't translate as well into over-the-board classical. I wouldn't really know because I'm too scared to play real chess. I don't know. I wish there was like a speed master title. That'd be pretty sick. I want this. I want to get to e4. I kind of like c5, but I just concede this, and I feel like I should kill this knight as best I can. And if you ever play d5, at least immediately, there's takes, takes here. You don't have a check, so... I need to move. Let's just play knight c3, I think, to play this. Okay, that's slightly annoying. Bishop d3, why not? I'm setting up some vaguely Greek gift-esque ideas. I want a castle, clearly, to get out of this pin. I'm defending this adequately with the knight. Again, your knight just sucks. Maybe d5's a move. On chess to go with the yeah, I just think, again, chess is a beautiful game. It's the most beautiful game. It's my favorite game, obviously. I mean, they don't call me Will Taylor Chess for no reason. However, the sort of dominant format of chess being classical chess, and the fact that that's the sort of serious one that's, you know, it's just like, man, who's got time to play classical chess? I think Magnus kind of represents that, the coming away slightly from the enjoyment of classical chess. You know, me and him, we've been through similar careers. It is absolutely as big as it's ever been, probably. Although maybe the Queen's Gap, maybe some of that hype died down, who the hell knows. But, do I go for this? I kind of like keeping this shut. I just think you never move the bishop. Your queen kind of doesn't have many moves to come out here. The knight now can't move to d5. This could be a positional mistake. Maybe I don't understand chess well enough. But also, you got a hole here. I can castle, maybe go knight here or something. I mean, classical chess is obviously cool. You know, it's obviously cool. And it is, to some extent, the sort of purest form of the game. But Like, it's so much cooler to me who, like, the strongest rapid player is. Like, 15-10. You know? Have some time to get a good thinking, but even, like, I don't know, half an hour with a 10-second increment or something. I don't know. I don't know. And then, like, blitz and stuff. I just think past the point of, like, half an hour each with a bit of increment, it's very difficult for me as just a fan to stay engaged. And that's maybe just a... There's also a level of the game that you can't really comprehend at that level. 45 plus 45 could be a good replay. I mean, maybe, yeah. Maybe. That still seems a bit intense for me. I don't know. Right. This and maybe bring the bishop here and just going queen c2 is not the stupidest thing I've ever thought of. I mean, this looks kind of open and soft, and you cannot bring your bishop in. So a quick bishop c2 could even make a lot of sense. Just kind of like putting the bishop on b1. I think I'm just going to go for this to be nice and speedy, and I can bring the rook over to maybe e1 or d1, etc. Yeah, good point, Lucian. I don't know. I just think that eventually... Again, chess being like a major world sort of, you know, so ubiquitous in the zeitgeist of the modern age. I mean, come on now. I should write for the flipping, I don't know, insert newspaper here. That was some seriously unnecessary vocabulary. I don't know. It's obviously always been, you know, it's an ancient game. It's part of what makes it awesome. It's history, but at the same time, you haven't had to have like fans really. I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking on something I don't really understand. I want to play h4, and I'm going to, because I have no impulse control, and I think it's a good move anyway. You're pushing pawns, and you got nothing to fill these spaces you're creating. All your pieces are locked over here. You know? Magnus playing Title Tuesday gets my views in the Grand Swiss. Yeah, Title Tuesday is awesome. You know? The whole Premier League of chess thing that they're trying to spin. I think... I think that's pretty cool. You know? It's just, I like a form of chess where even at the top level, you can play slightly dubious ideas that are practically very interesting. Like it's really cool to give a bit to cause your opponent a headache, and then, you know, even if, because the top level with the current time controls, it's kind of, man, you can't get away with much dubious stuff without just getting punished by an opponent who can, like, Gukesh, you know what I'm saying? He's just going to sit there. He will calculate everything, and he will find the right move, you know what I mean? Ding had his moment where he was kind of goated to that extent. Hikaru as well. These defenses that people are able to play against kind of fun and interesting ideas, it's heartbreaking, really. I want to bring this bishop in to either here or here. If you go like this, I might just chop it off. Again, the amount of, like, this knight is kind of out the game. This bishop sucks. This rook sucks. Your queen also sucks. You know what I mean? Exactly, Matt. Exactly. I think that's where the game is hopefully headed more long term. I'm going to do this. I'm snaking in on the dark squares, man. Look at your dark squares. I'm going to put my bishop here. I'm going to go queen c1. I'm just going to chop this off and go... Right? Oh, I guess you have this immediately. But then again, pawn takes. I think I start with queen c1, maybe? Because I am just threatening bishop f6. Maybe I should have gone bishop f6 first. Here. Then queen c1. Takes. Queen here, maybe. Let's see how I really hold on to this. I want to leave this bishop in and unassailable for as long as possible. If f6, you're really just kind of saying goodbye here, but... Yeah, I don't know. The real sort of chess geniuses, in my humble opinion, the ones that strike me as the artists of the game. Wow, they do play f6. I guess they saw the idea and was not, or rather were not happy about it. Yeah, I'm taking like this. I'm coming into here. Their position is completely collapsed. Jesus. Oh my lord. I mean, I'm playing some cracked chess tonight. I'm playing some absolutely out of my mind cracked chess tonight, and you know what? You're all here witnessing it, and that's a privilege. That's an absolute privilege and an honor. Let's go check. You can give up this, or you can just let me queen and then go check, maybe? I mean, this is not good. This is not so good. Nicht so gut, you know? I mean, what? I'm just gonna snap this off and go here, honestly. I mean, what do you know about this? Interesting. Check. Interesting. Right, let's just... I'm very winning, you know? There's no real doubt about that. Question of how very winning. I might just go rook here, honestly. Stabilize this. I want to be able to move my knight back out to then start rerouting and tickling other stuff without letting this happen. I don't know. Takes? What the hell is this? Because now I just come in like this, right? I hit this, I hit this, I hit this. I mean, surely there's a brilliant move in here somewhere. I'm completely tearing apart my opponent. And, I mean, should I calculate? Maybe. It kind of feels almost unnecessary to calculate here. This check seems borderline self-evident. Man. Cause we all just wanna be a rock star. Weirdly enough, I don't see an obvious follow-up. Is this checker move? I guess. Yeah, it's a bit of a trade down. I shouldn't have done that. Did I miss something there? What did I just miss? I might have missed something really obvious. Oh, hello. No, here, take... Whoa, hold on. Let's not just, like, lose the game out of nowhere. Free rook? Did I have a free rook? Ah! Okay, yeah, good point. My bad. My bad, my bad. Listen, all roads lead to Rome here. All roads lead to Rome here. I'm up a full rook, you know? Your pieces are... Well... I mean, your pawns, rather, sorry, are a little isolated, it seems. And... I don't know, I can just chill here with the bishop. This check's inbound. This check's inbound. There's all sorts of stuff inbound. You know? That feels like resignation, right? There we go. Probably no brilliance, but an absolute dismantling yet again. Come on, just give me a little brilliant. God damn it, man. I mean, every game's been like 80 to 90, I think. Pretty much, apart from that loss. This was actually, I believe, knight f3 best. Could have gone for d4 then immediately. Best, great. Yeah, okay, hold on. I played that pretty well. And then I got a great position. Kind of fumbled with this because it was a positional misunderstanding. I should have taken on passant. My bad. Because then this and then what? Just castle. Sure, obviously I've got a great position there. If they do this, can I go Greek gift? Yeah, and would that have been brilliant? Damn it! I'm seeing all these brilliants. Well played. Oh. I doubt they're still there, but we'll hit with a thanks, man. Sorry, they said me well played in the chat. Okay. I mean, no brilliance yet again. I've got to keep it moving. I mean, I'm winning games, and if I say so myself, if I do say so myself, outrageously aggressive and fantastic fashion. It just doesn't seem to be translating into brilliant moves, which again, given that I'm motivated purely by financial gain, I'm joking, I actually just love playing beautiful chess. This is so sick. I'm having a great time right now. But, you know, let's be honest. If I wake up tomorrow and I think, I streamed for multiple hours last night and I made $10, it would be nice to rattle off 7 brilliant moves here. Unfortunately, the brilliants just are not flowing. Which is maybe my fault. Maybe I should have taken the opportunity to go bishop g4 there, actually. I mean, I have gained like 41 elo. Yeah, you see they do this. Okay, whatever. b5. Gotta go back. Probably to d3. Then maybe I do this and you go to e2 anyway. So they go to e2. Takes, you redeem the structure. I can't think I can get with this. I feel like my position makes a lot of sense, actually. I might have to start playing bullet to try and get a brilliant. Andrew, give me like a 10-minute warning before you leave, before you bid us farewell and rest your gentle head. What? Here, I can still take this. It seems like a good idea, right? I kind of like e6 to not allow any d5 if I go here, maybe. I don't really understand what I'm doing here. I don't know how I've slipped into playing this kind of opening. "9 p.m. EST, I'm offline." Hold on, what is that? Is that in 32 minutes? Please clarify. Okay, yeah, that is in 32 minutes. Fantastic. Okay. Okay, I see what's going on here. Bang. Bang, bang. How stupid is that? I could just go like queen c7 or something. Why do I like the Scotch so much? I'm a big fan of maximal flexibility and like playing very open, you know? I mean, I like it because I've played it a lot. Let's not mess around. I'm familiar with it. It feels comfortable. But also, there's something very fundamentally exciting about playing e4 and d4 so quickly. Both bishops have a lot of flexibility. The knight can come out. You know, it's got beautiful, interesting traps embedded. I don't know if this is a good idea. Log bait or beat down deck, log bait, dude. I'm not really a strict log bait player, but my deck is Wall Breakers, Dark Goblin, Goblin Barrel, Log, Tesla, Valk, Ice Spirit, Fireball. That's what I'm running at the moment. Here. I think probably just queen c7, right? A little more boring, but maybe there's something to it. Do I plan to become a master? I honestly, I'm not motivated by the telos. You know what I'm saying? I'm not motivated by the end. I'm legitimately motivated by just playing beautiful games of chess, trying to understand the game better insofar as I can then play more entertaining games, uncover the art that this game has to offer as much as possible, and then if along that way I become good enough at chess that a master title seems attainable, that would be awesome. I don't know whether I don't have the sort of like burning desire to become a master for the sake of becoming a master. Like, that's not a major life achievement that I kind of genuinely have a desire for. It would be cool, no doubt. And maybe before I might have said that I want to do it, but I've thought about it because now I'm doing this whole chess thing quite often. And it's just like, man, you gotta play a lot of over-the-board classical chess and put a lot of time and effort in, and really, if I can just be as exciting and as good and as interesting, like for instance, Witty Alien to me, and I don't mean to glaze too hard, but he really and truly is the pinnacle of kind of, or at least his highlights. I don't know, maybe the lowlights don't speak for this, but he really genuinely like epitomizes what I love about chess, and the sort of romantic play, trying to create art on the board. And again, he's not, I mean, he beats top level players, but he's not a top level player. He's not in the candidates, you know what I mean? He gets wins over, like, he's beaten Daniel Naroditsky, I'm pretty sure. He's obviously insanely cracked, but in terms of the grand scheme of things, he's like a CM, I think. And it's like the levels in like a classical game against a GM, I'm assuming he would get completely smoked. But it's just like chasing anything past the kind of chess that the flipping Wii Alien can provide seems like nonsense to me. I'm just going to focus on playing entertaining, interesting, fun chess. It is a board game. I'm playing it for fun. I'm trying to bring that fun and the ability to have more fun to the masses by trying to show a style that seems to, you know, I seem to enjoy. Anyway, enough waffling on. Okay. What am I doing? But yeah, I don't know how attainable that level is for me anyway, because obviously I haven't really played. I started playing when I was 16. It's a little late in the chess world. I think I'm grabbing this. I'm yet to decide whether I want to do this. Brad Thompson with the $5. Thank you, Brad. Legend. I appreciate you a lot. My guy. My guy. Brad, you always hop in the stream with a little bit of support there, and it's immensely appreciated every time. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Here. Do you know what? I've not been paying attention to this game. This is not good stuff. I want to bring rook to the c file, I think. Maybe this rook, because it's kind of doing nothing. But then again, you have... I kind of want to take and be able to take on c2, maybe. If queen takes... Do I not have takes? Bishop takes and then you stay with this terrible structure. Pawn takes and I can take on c2, can't I? I mean, this is... Again, I've been talking about this style of chess and then playing whatever the hell this game is. No... Okay, I just ruined everything. That was a stupid blunder because I'm not paying attention. And my opponent just sent me a thumbs down in the chat. I also just accidentally adjusted my chess.com board on my screen. I hope that still looks good. Flipping hell, I can't actually see anything right now. What a stupid blunder. Sorry, this is where now I think the stream is taking a turn for the worse just because I'm struggling to keep my eyes open under these glasses. I don't know if you can tell, because I'm of course wearing these glasses. Actually, what am I doing? This has ruined everything. Let's just go back to here. Okay, we're just gonna hope that that's the... Oh, that was annoying. Okay, well, I don't think I'm mated though. I do lose a pawn and probably another pawn, and they have two connected passes, and everything is a problem. No doubt. Yeah, just hitting me with a thumbs down is actually tough. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Genuinely didn't even think about that. Okay, yeah, no, I need to go to sleep. I'm not even seeing that. I'm just seeing the queen's pressure on f7. Okay, right. We resign this. Fair enough. Obviously, the hype train had to come to an end. That's 2165. That's 33 rapid elo in the past 2.5 hours. Not bad at all. Slam the board though, because I'm upset. Right. Here we go. That feels wrong, doesn't it? You got your passion, you got your pride. Okay. I'm cracked. I'm cracked out of my mind right now. I'm absolutely the most cracked player of all time. That's probably a terrible move, right? Let's go for it anyway. And let's go for this. Let's go for this. E6 is a problem. Let's go for this. Let's go for this. Let's go for this. Check. Check. Damn it. Right, there's a brilliant in there. There simply has to be a brilliant in there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you think there's not a brilliant in there, you are sorely mistaken. There's probably not a brilliant in there. I did forget about my time, as per usual. Damn it, really? I thought for sure this could be a brilliant. I obviously should have just gone for rook. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Okay. Let's go again. Let's go again real quick. Let's go again real quick. Bang, 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 bang. Hold on. Is that just a terrible move? What have I done? What the hell? Okay, I've missed something here. Oh, it's bishop e7, not flipping. Whatever. No, I've just given up my brilliant move potential, I guess. Not really, actually. We're still cooking. I'm still going to win. It's bullet. None of this is real. None of this is remotely real. That was stupid. You got your passion. You got your pride. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. It'd be nice. Wouldn't it be nice if we were older? Then we wouldn't have to wait so long. Yeah, Queen h5, very annoying there. Really should have seen it, but for some reason, slight mental blind spot. Ooh, here to play bishop h6 and this and mate. Ooh, here. What you gonna do? I wish I could move to somewhere where they... Oh my lord, I've lost everything. I'm so cracked at this game. They have to give me their queen. Damn it. Oh, no, I'm not. I suck. Okay, my bad. Yeah, whatever. This is too late now. I'm glad I've pivoted off rapid because we've locked in that rapid elo. We've locked in that rapid elo, and yeah, that was complete nonsense. Right, come on. Stop it. Stop playing stupid nonsense. And instead, you know how to attack. You know how to go for brilliant sacrifices. You know, I mean, your opponent's gift wrapping you this one. Absolutely gift wrapping you this one. Look at this position. Look at their position. Here? Sure, dude. En passant? Sure, dude. Here? Yes, please. Open this up? Yeah, bitte. What the hell is that? Let's go like this, because I don't want to let you play h6. You go here? Okay, I see what you're doing. Bishop here, maybe. Are you going to take? Please don't. I guess I'm going to go here. I guess I'm going to go... here. Try and maybe take this somehow. Or not. Rook f1. Maybe break like this and try and push past. I don't know. This looks free as hell. And then this looks kind of free as hell. Maybe I lose the entire game here. It's very, very plausible. Although, if I do this and you go check, and I go here and you go here, I can at least take your queen. I am right now just threatening m2, so they probably want to stop that, or they don't. In fact, you know what? We don't go for m1. We instead go check here. Yeah, we go for m1. I actually can't be asked. We're trying to get a brilliant move right now. I just need one brilliant move right now. That's all I need right now. Listen, I'm not farming no brilliance, but I'm indeed grinding bullet and dying. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, next. Sorry, I'm game reviewing these, but I'm not bringing up the game review. I'll bring up the game review as and when is appropriate, of course. I can do this and probably d5, right? Nope. Whoa, why am I in such a bad position so quickly here? What the hell? This sucks. What am I doing? Just play this and maybe b5 and b4? I don't know. Am I getting mated? How am I so bad here? Excuse me. You got your passion, you got your pride. How do I get a brilliant here, man? Not like that, I'll tell you that much for free. What the... Queen f6, what am I doing? Yeah, this is where the stream takes a dark turn. I mean, it's been a good stream so far, but now I'm too tired. I should go to sleep, but I've got 18 minutes to get a brilliant move. for 10 USD. I mean, I'm grinding it out for... And also, I actually get 7 USD because YouTube takes 30% of that, so... We're really grinding for 7 USD here. We're grinding hard for 7 USD. Not that I'm not very grateful for 7 USD. I do not mean to, of course, besmirch the extent to which that is a meaningful contribution towards the stream. But, you know, the levels of mental anguish I'm feeling from not being able to secure it is really, you'd imagine, disproportionate to the utility that it would actually bring me. That's just my 2 cents on the matter here. Okay, well now I'm just getting kind of opened up here. Pause. You know what? Let's put the other knight here. You're gonna try and go like this. Damn it! Okay, I'll do this. Fine. And what an idiot. Rook here. Takes, and then do I get... Just kind of thinking, whoa, get off me. Time is obviously a little bit of an issue here. And so is my rook, or lack thereof. What the hell, man? Oh. You see, I'm not even trying to win the game, though. That's the thing. I'm just trying to get a brilliant, which I'm not even doing very effectively. It's not even evident from my play that that's remotely what I'm aiming for. Right, come on. E4, you can play excellent chess. Sure, that has to be strong. Bring the bishop in here. Play f4, maybe? I like it. Here. Ooh, you don't say. You're not going to tempt me, are you? Some of this, or... I do believe. I do believe. This might actually not be a brilliant. This is not by any means a known brilliant. I should clarify that. Actually, wait, hold on. What? Check. You go here, you get mated, right? Maybe this is indeed brilliant. Now, Andrew, listen, mate. It is completely down to you if you feel like that's legitimate. Because it is Greek gift-esque. It obviously includes h4. It's a pretty slick mate. But I'm going to try and get another one. Oh, wait, sorry. I didn't put the overlay up. It was a brilliant. Damn it! Hold on, I can go back. Wait, you know what? Let's try and get another one real quick. Oh. 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 I don't know, that feels really stupid, actually. That feels like my... Well, what the hell are you doing with this queen? What the... Andrew! You're a legend. Thank you so much. Fair enough. I do appreciate you allowing it, despite the fact that it was a little bit... it wasn't truly within the confines of the agreement. I mean, it was technically within the confines of the agreement, but that's not what we're... We're not trying to win on technicalities here. Go on, that's a free knight, by the way. Damn it. Can I castle? They take this, obviously. Thank you very much, Andrew. I immensely appreciate you supporting the stream, man. You're a massive help to my ability to stream on a semi-regular basis. I'll try and do it more, of course, when there are wonderful people like yourself that support the stream and justify it, financially at least. Grab this. Go here. Mm-hmm. Wow. Good move. Great move. Fantastic move. Right. My eyes are so dry right now. I think this would be a good moment to go to bed. Whoa. This is not good. I guess I can't stop. I guess I just can't stop. The idea, noticing this, developing the bishop, finding bishop d3. Best move. Brilliant move, in fact. That's just how I roll, baby. You know what I mean? If there was any doubt. In fact, sorry, damn it, the flipping game review's not up. That was... Hold on. Oh, wait, you could see, though. You could see on the screen. A bishop d3. There we go. There we go, there we go. Maybe I'm on a roll. Maybe that's 2 brilliants in a row. Andrew! Wait, you have to win? Hold on, Andrew. Dude, first of all, thank you immensely for the Knot of the 10, but what, like, if I have to win, why on earth have you just given me that? Because I did not win that one. Or is this just for, is that a future, is that for future reference? You're so romantic for a juvenile. I didn't specify. Okay, fine. So you felt, you know, oh mate, you're an honourable gentleman. There was no pressure to honour those terms, and yet you did nevertheless. And you just got to respect that. You just have to respect that. It's a caliber of man that you just deserves the utmost respect. Okay, wins only count for the brilliance here. I see. This is completely fair enough. Oh, I have queen here, with the idea that I'm gonna be able to take here, and also, come on now. That's probably not brilliant, of course, because it's just going to be like a best move, but, you know, it doesn't feel like the kind of move that's brilliant, but it's a very nice idea. Oh, get off. No. Is it terrible, actually? I didn't think about that. Whatever. Desperado. Desperado. Almighty God. What do you guys think of my Rihanna impression? Whoa, give me that. Whoa. 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 Whoa, piss off. Sorry. Poor language there for me. How are you catching this, actually? Good question. How on earth do you think you're catching... Uh-oh. 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 Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Quick game review on that? You'd imagine, yeah, okay. Right, I mean, I'm just trying to absolutely farm brilliance right now. Until 2 AM. Because Andrew gave me some incentive. And, you know, I mean, I do feel... Andrew, you are kind of hard carrying the entire... Ooh, go on. Come on. Oh, come on. Yes. Yes. Yes, take this. This is Brilliant City. Knight here. Surely there has to be a brilliant somewhere in this. That's not a move, is it? That just can't be a move. I know this is good. C6, presumably. You take, and I maybe go... Yeah, but now king f7, I'm good. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Knight here. Bishop here. Cut this diagonal. Yes, yes, yes. Throwing a check. Yes, yes, yes. King comes in here. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, indeed. Now, I don't know if this is brilliant territory, but it's certainly unbelievably disgusting game territory. Here, we might be looking at... No brilliant, but 94.1. 94.1. Book, book, book. Great. Could have gone for b5. I don't understand b5. Because after takes I get c6 and you have to go back here. I guess that's interesting. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. But whatever. c6 is good. Takes, takes. Here, bring that king to the center. Open that king up. Shahmat with the knight on a2. Come on now. Kind of feel robbed of a brilliant move there. What's up with your eyes? I don't know. Was I rolling my eyes? I have My eyes are just dry right now. I've also, whenever I take them off, I probably look like an absolute mole because I've not been looking at this light, and then the light all of a sudden becomes absolutely blinding. Damn, 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 damn. Damn, 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 damn. You know what? G5. Because where are you going? And then, okay, we're gonna try and cook something up here. That might have been weak. But also, oh no. Damn it. Oh man, I deserved that, and I just spent way too long. That was really, really nearly beautiful. I obviously lost. And so, yeah, the brilliant there, that was the queen sacrifice. The second I sacked the queen, I was like, this is such a brilliant move. Because if takes here, bang, bang, and then I just realized I had less than a second. However, finding that in 1 second is pretty cool. I would be pretty happy with that, regardless. But, of course, as Andrew said, we have to win these to rob him of his cash. So this is fair enough. Fair enough. I feel I'm upset. I'm upset because that is a genuine, beautiful queen sack. Like, that's a ridiculous move to be able to play. And if bishop here, obviously I can just take or whatever. And after takes here, then bishop here, we can just pick this up. And if you try and, like, push past, then bang. Oh. What? What on earth are you talking about? What on earth are you talking about? That's the most unbelievable position. That's genuinely one of the sickest brilliant moves I've ever played. Okay, I'm just happy with that anyway. I seem to be finding brilliance. I don't know how many I've had. At least like 5 or so, right? I think. I'm pretty sure. Don't take. Okay, cool. H6. I'm just going to allow potential shenanigans. Sure. Sure, it looks terrible. I hate this. I'm losing badly, probably. That's an insane position. I'm genuinely just... I wish I had more time to have fun in it, to be honest. Okay, yeah, I need to kind of bail on this one because... What on earth am I doing? Oh, hello. Interesting. Interesting little tactical idea. I do feel as though I get some serious compensation. Let's hide. Let's hide. Does this do anything? I don't think so, actually. Maybe I should have gone here. Okay, whatever. Whatever. I don't know why I'm not analysing. I didn't even win the game. Whatever, that was nonsense. That was nonsense. Go again. Go again. I can't believe queen takes was actually a move there. What on earth? I'll have to actually, like, cover that in a video or a short or something. Excuse the marginal voice break. Right. Come on now. Coward. Coulon. I don't know if that's actually offensive. I probably shouldn't say that, but it is. It was said by Yair Rodriguez to Diego Lopez. And I feel like it means coward, but it also might be far more offensive than that. So I'd like to retract the fact that I just said that. My bad, I do not speak the language. Okay. Play your e5. I will do this. Will you just allow that? Okay, sure. I might still do this and this, honestly. You can have this. That might be really stupid. I'm gonna give this up because I want to disconnect here and I want to just say, look, I'm winning this pawn. Maybe it's a major mistake that I've made, but I kind of believe in that. Oh, what? Here, and then we just bring the rook in. God damn, I mean, I don't know how that happened, but you know, it's looking good. It's looking good. Oops. I just lost the game badly. That's unfortunate. Oh, damn it. Nearly an outrageous, well, not actually nowhere near an outrageous flag. Right. Hold on. Another brilliant move. Actually, I'm finding these brilliants all over the place. I'm just not then winning the game. So that's not... Once I've found a move that I think is brilliant, I just need to win the game, you know? Rather than trying to carry on and be too fancy. Okay. 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 Okay, okay. Yeah. This is all good stuff. Hold on. If you play king here... That's like a 100% accurate game, I'm pretty sure. That's... Oh, wait, hold on. Where am I? Clip that. Clip the hell out of that. Clip the hell out of that right now. 100% accuracy. I mean, what more can you possibly ask for than a 100% accurate bit of Will Taylor Chess exclusive prep? I did not get this from anywhere. That was a bit diabolical, my bad. This is something which I discovered myself in this line. Man, sometimes I surprise myself. Sometimes I surprise myself. Okay, this is just free. Was this the same guy that gave me the freest win of my life before? Yeah, it wasn't even that free though. I do remember now. Hold on. Let's play F5. Oh, Andrew's off. Andrew, good night, mate. Thank you so much for your support of the stream. Yeah, I hope to see you again here next time. Of course. Of course, of course. Is this just hanging? Yeah, okay, brilliant. Knight here. Let's just hang. Let's hang all of it. Let's hang all of it. I should probably go to sleep, actually. Now that I'm not chasing brilliant moves, desperately trying to justify me still streaming by the fact that Andrew said he'd donate a tenner if... Now that I don't have that justification, I really probably should go to sleep. God damn. I'm realizing the sleep is hitting me like an absolute truck right now, or rather the fatigue, excuse me. The sleep is unfortunately not... Why didn't I... Yeah, okay, I need to go to bed. I need to go to bed. Let's just try and put a knight on g6 before I do it. You know? Let's just try and put a knight on g6 first. That served absolutely no purpose, and e5 is maybe inbound. I don't know. Interesting. Actually hold that, man. Actually hold that on your forehead. Jesus on a bike. That was actually slick as hell. I'm playing some slick games right now. Despite being wildly fatigued, I seem to be in some kind of flow state. I don't know. I should probably, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night in a minute. Yeah, I mean, I was dead lost until I wasn't. Hell yeah. Okay, right, hold on. I'm stifling yawns. I've been streaming for 3 hours pretty much on the dot. It's time, of course, to go to sleep. I will see you all hopefully immensely soon. Thank you immensely for watching. There's a lot of immense stuff going on here. And if we just check the stats, look at the results of this stream. I mean, I think... What do you mean 0? What the hell? I think we had... Hold on. August 20... Wait, what the hell? Oh, live games, my bad. What? Games? Rapid. Wait, I'm 17,000 on chess.com. I'm actually cracked at this game. Alright, whatever. I don't know what I'm looking at right now. I'm trying to work out what my score was overall on the... Why is it going to live games? Oh no, live games is... Why is it back in August? Right, chess.com's bugging, man. I need to go to sleep. Hasta la vista. I'll see you all hopefully immensely soon. There's much to look forward to coming from this channel. Don't you worry about it. Sleep well. Good night.